YouTube, what's good, man? You already know who it is. This presentation that you about to see right here, I don't know how long it's gonna be. That's not even, it's meaningless. At this point, the whole point of this presentation, you can look at the title like it says, now go run and tell this. Go run and tell this. All right. I know a lot of y'all probably wonder what my argument would be with the debate and everything. I don't come around for arguments, I ain't on here for beef. But at the end of the day, like I said, I will not tolerate anybody overlooking my work and acting like they the only one to do anything or only one that's qualified to do anything. I'm gonna let this be known right now. Like I've said in the past, you can see that whenever it's time for me to come around, I notice patterns. All right, I notice patterns. It's always a synonymous vacation type of thing go on every single time. Now, for the benefit of the doubt, people got things going on in their life every single day. So I can admit that. I comprehend that. And I can tell you as well, expect the presentation. Not from me, expect the presentation. But I'm going to go ahead because I might not even get on and debate. I think that I might not even get on and even have to talk to nobody. I can just prove it and show it over here. I don't have to argue with anybody. The evidence is right there. What was said, and I'll go ahead and show this and I'm gonna move on, man. So hold on just 1 second. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Now, here we go. As you can see right here, I got my layout as far as my drive. This is what we're gonna go into first. I'm gonna play the video skit of the nonsense that was said. This is him talking out the side of his neck. This is what the core of the argument is. Now we're gonna see who's true. I want now hold him to every single word accountable to what he said. This goes for everybody that rocks with just him. I just posted the 12 on my the 12 what I was doing, and look at what he has on his screen. Okay. First of all, what I'm showing people is that numbers and creation, which is the universe, all is connected. And that's what y'all are failing to comprehend. While some of y'all probably speculate, what does this mean? Feel like I don't give out enough information behind what I'm doing with my work. You probably feel that way. Well, I need y'all to comprehend as well that it's not my job to really tell all of the information behind what I'm doing when people don't even show the full support that they should anyway. I don't owe y'all that. I'm doing the work, and if you have any questions, like I've always said, you just ask your questions. If you have any debates that you feel that you have in your heart, if you think that you're bold enough to debate my creation and my information, I'm not saying my creation is God, but it is divine, and that's why people don't debate it. And when they do, they have to come from a sideways type of argument. They have to come from where they can't prove anything to. They cannot disprove me. It's common sense that every single number that adds up, all of the numbers that we use add up to be 45. Period. Anybody knows it. You can't go around that. And my work proves why we stop at 9. Okay. Because at that number, you cannot continue the same thing that I'm showing people. It's the root of all numbers. That's what creates the time. That's why you hear this man that speaks right now say what he says about the time matrix and Saturn. Well, guess what? I've also told people about the sigil of Saturn, the magic square of Saturn. A lot of y'all probably look at the Nazca lines and see that there are other people that have made their assumptions and done work of measurements and have overlaid their superimposements of things like magic squares themselves and put them on the Nazca lines. All right. A lot of y'all probably say, so what do you think? You know, because you've seen that, you probably say to yourselves, what makes you think that yours is right and theirs is wrong? Well, if you listen hard enough, and you have to listen thoroughly, you have to listen consistently. If you listen, like I just said, if you pay attention enough, and if you have the mind to see what I've been saying, every single aspect of magic squares is included especially the ones that are prevalent that they even mention as far as the Nazca mandala. You have the magic square of Saturn there. You have the magic square of Mercury because the outside square is 8 by 8. And you have the magic square of Jupiter incorporated within there. I need people to also comprehend. Just a second. I need people to also comprehend that at the end of the day, what this man is about to relay and say right here is so funny to me to see how he gets any support with that. Because it just shows everybody, I'm going to say it. I usually been trying to refrain from name calling. But at the end of the day, everybody who supports this man when he says this nonsensical stuff, it's a reason why this man, it's patterns, man. Anybody with a mind and been around here long enough on my side, last time that I said that I was going to come up and debate, it was a vacation. All right. And then niggas is probably saying the PR core is, man, I've been telling, dude, it ain't no fear in me because of nobody. What is y'all thinking? I'm not jealous of anybody. What are y'all thinking? And I'm about to show the reason why I'm not. I'm showing y'all also the reason why I said in the past I felt like the man was copying me. And he wanted to act stupid then and say he don't watch my videos. You mean to tell me you was into it with Huey P? It's common freaking sense. You must be calling me stupid subliminally if you're going to say that you ain't ever watched my videos, which is what the man said. So you mean to tell me that you know that Negroes who get into it with you, which I have, especially at that time, who disagree with you, you mean to tell me that you would say out of your own mouth that niggas will go to their channel and they'll talk this and they'll talk that. And you mean to tell me that you think that I'm the main vocal person in your chat, and you mean to tell me that you ain't never been over here to see what I said? Come on now. That's common sense. And anybody who goes against that, you dumb. You dumb. All right? You dumb. You dumb. I just debunked that whole, and it's the man lies consistently. I don't subscribe. I ain't subscribed to nobody on YouTube. 2 weeks later, the man talking about 2 weeks, 2 months later, he's steady talking about other people. I'm subscribed to this person. I'm subscribed to that person. And people just got his penis all in their mouth. I ain't even trying to be graphic, but I'm just being real. So straight up, man, at this point, I'm no joke with this. I ain't just up here talking. I'm not just up like this man. And he just said he ain't up here talking out the side of his neck. You talking out the side of your neck right here at this moment. I wouldn't even be, and let me tell you as well, I have plans not to come on his panel and have a negative type of energy, come up there hostile, come up there cussing. I ain't got to say one cuss word because I ain't got to get angry. I'm not angry now. If anything, it's comical to me to hear stuff like this and see people act like they act. Let me tell y'all as well, I don't care what slip-ups y'all think y'all see on my end. Maybe I just don't give a fuck. Excuse my language. Because I'm trying to stop cussing as well, and I've been doing great on that. But I just want y'all to know how serious I am. I know what y'all think I don't know, all right? And I'm just telling y'all, I don't give a care. Not a flying care. Not the last one in the world. Because ain't none of y'all perfect yourselves. All right? So forget what you think about me. Straight up. Now, what you see right here, what this man about to say, I'm going to let it be played.
Side of his neck. I talking out the side of his neck. I talking out the side of his neck.
Now, I cut the video to have it in a small section so that this could fit on my drive. But what he said before that, I'm not up here talking out the side. I'm not one of these, or however he put it in the tense, up here talking out the side of his neck. Who up here really relaying cosmology? Who really doing that? I really only see two people really doing it and really focusing on. And I've been putting in more work than this man have, because he always got somebody else's name in his mouth. He always talking about somebody else. Always doing shows about smoke, and he always said he gonna make a presentation that people be here just to listen to him, and he could start doing presentations. That'd be when that heat get too hot on him, when I disagree. And then people want to block me out of his chat. You think I give a care about you? I will make another account, and y'all can think what you want to think about that. It ain't, look, man, you ain't wiping me out. It ain't happening. I don't know what y'all issue is with me, but I'm telling you, it's two middle fingers up to you. And if I had a third one, I'd throw that one in. Straight up. To all of you who ain't seeing what I'm seeing at this point, I don't need no temporary support. I've told y'all can unsubscribe. A lot of y'all just subscribed over here just because you nosy. That's all you is. You just nosy. You ain't here for the real information, and y'all don't even realize what your dumbasses is looking over. And if the shoe fits, then hey, wear it and run in it, partner. I'm telling y'all right now, bro, I don't give a care. And then a lot of y'all so silly. You think just because a nigga ain't got no camera on, don't nobody owe you no face. Ain't nobody got to have no camera on for you. Forget you. Don't nobody owe you that. If you really here for the information, you ain't going to be worried about seeing this and seeing that. Focus on the information. That's what we're supposed to be debating, right? Intellectual information. So that's what we about to do right here. And I ain't even got to have nobody else around. That's straight up. Because like I've said in the past, I don't want to talk to the man really. But once you start yapping, first of all, you saying that 45 degrees is demonic in the past. You saying at a demonic 45-degree angle. That's where PR Corey had to debunk you then, and then have to show what projectile motion is. And that anything that is projected at a 45-degree angle is going to travel its farthest. What relevance does that have? Well, when you talk about universe, which is cosmology, universe, cosmological universal expansion, that plays a grand part, partner. That's what y'all ain't getting, bro. I'm light years ahead of this man, and I do not got to fight to show it. I don't, bro. I'm light years ahead of most of y'all, bro. I'm just being real, and y'all just not woke to it. That is straight up. You ever heard the saying where somebody is ahead of their time? I've been telling y'all you can't do nothing but catch up. I ain't been telling it. I've been proving it. I've been proving it, all right? What he's about to say about that symbol, that black and white symbol that is right there, the Hunab Ku is what it's called, the Hunab Ku, Hunabku, which is a Mayan symbol, said so. One thing that he isn't relaying about it is that that's a recent symbol. The Hunab Ku is actually a concept about one deity. That's where it's dealing with Christianity. Now research that, since y'all about research. A lot of y'all don't want to rock with nothing if you can't find it on the internet. Then when you got somebody who come with common sense and you can't even find that stuff on the internet, you barely support that. Y'all is backwards. Y'all ass backwards, bro. And it's funny to me. I'm laughing at y'all because I know where my stuff is going. And it ain't nothing that y'all can do to redeem yourselves on my end, because obviously y'all act like I can't be redeemed, all right? For whatever fuck shit y'all thinking. And you think I give a care? I'm here on this earth for a reason, all right? And can't nobody tell me that I ain't, because guess what? Ain't nobody did what I've done. And the closest you're going to get to it is the ancestors that set up architectural monuments with the geometry just like I have. And I've said in the past, if anybody were to ever have known increments of what I am showing and what I have discovered, it's the ancestors. And I'm picking up that. And therefore, if I've made a discovery that somebody else ain't even did, this man ain't even know about the Nazca lines like that. He didn't even know that Nazca was a city. And you talking about you a cosmologist? How you don't know about the Nazca lines? I just told y'all Nazca and NASA, the sound of that word is very much the same. People ought to look into that. Nazca and NASA. Because the whole Nazca lines is meant to be viewed from the sky. That's dealing with cosmology at the core, especially the stars that I'm showing. Every single Nazca star, because the one that I'm focusing on, like I said, I'm not the architect. I don't view myself as the architect of the New Jerusalem. I'm just not even carrying out. I'm not meaning to carry out any type of biblical prophecy. I'm not doing this on purpose. Stuff just lining up. I could go on Google right now and look up the New Jerusalem, the blueprint of the New Jerusalem, and you know what's gonna pop up? The main thing that's gonna pop up is this Nazca Estrella. That's not for no reason. It says in the Bible that God is the architect of the New Jerusalem. All right. I'm not saying that I am. I'm not saying that I'm fully indulging in no Christianity. I'm just giving y'all the facts. It's wrote down. All right. Period. Period. That's what's wrote down. Am I saying it's true? Am I saying it's going to happen? I'm not saying that, but I am saying and showing the similarities within my own work and what's to come. Because like I've already said, a pyramid is going to be built based on my work. Straight up. Pyramids at that. Because the architectural layout that I have is not just one pyramid, just like you see the ones in Giza, just like you see the ones everywhere where there are ancient sites of pyramids. You do not just see one pyramid usually. Straight up. And somebody gonna say that they the only one who qualified to speak about something. That's a disrespect to me. That's a disrespect directly to me, because I'm one of the most qualified, if anything, more qualified than this man speaking, because I made a discovery that he ain't even him in the past has said, I ain't even did that, brother. He should have kept that same energy and we would have been growing together. We would have been doing shows together. The man he has animosity towards me. I don't see how the flying fuck nobody couldn't see it. Just being real. I don't see how nobody couldn't see it. And that's why I act like I act. Because of how he act. I see how he treat other people. And then I'm like, oh, this nigga hating on me, bro. It ain't me hating on him. I'm about to show that. And I can quit talking, bro. I got the right to talk as much as I talk. When you work as hard as you do, and you got work to prove what you got to say, man, I can yap as much as I want to, because I'm already grinding. I already got work to prove what I'm saying. I'm gonna let this mess play.
What I'm giving you in paint. Prepare to have your mind blown. Brother Sanchez ain't gonna lead you astray by talking out the side of his neck and motherfucking making shit up and all. You better believe when you come to me, I'm giving you.
And see, you can't be making anything up when you showing mathematical proof. Didn't I just show where 12? Man, look. This diagram that this man got right here, I wasn't even thinking about this Negro when I did that. But just so happens the universe works everything out like it does for a reason. This right here that you see, this diagram that he has that he created in paint, is just like my work, bruh. That's what the 8 and everything is projecting from. The 1 and 8. And then the 7, I mean, not just the 1 and 8. You got 9, 8, and 7, which equals 24 both ways, negative and positive. And then you got 1 and 2 that I just showed yesterday. And it fits perfectly with the cuts of the I'm showing y'all the linkage of all numbers, the 12 zodiacs, dude. The number 9. 9 plus 3 equals 12. 12 is 1 plus 2, which equals 3. It's simple math. There's no talking out the side of my neck. And I got nothing but when you got math, I'm mathematically proving what I'm saying. I ain't relying on the ancestors. I'm creating from my own mind. And it's lining up with what the ancestors constructed, because they had to utilize divine mathematics in order to create the pyramids that they made. And that's what man ain't trying to talk about. That's what man ain't realizing. The whole universe is connected by mathematics. It is not just geometry, bro. The man even just said that he realizes that with the DNA code, whenever you take DNA, The way that you change DNA is by that numerical, the frequency, the numbers, bruh. When you it's common sense. When you change the code of the DNA, which is number based, frequency based, vibration based, dude, that's how you change the molecular structure of something. That's how you alter the DNA. Geometry is produced by metrics. Metrics can only be produced by frequency, man. Numerical frequency. If you don't get that, you silly. It ain't no evening out and saying that both of them go hand in hand. One can't exist without the other. Your body cannot exist without the frequency of cells, bruh. Period. You are a build. Everything that you're looking at is a build. That's why Masons say they are builders. It ain't gonna say that that's why, but it ties into it. They recognize the concept of building. And a lot of y'all just don't get that yet.
You what the ancestor said. I'm the only nigga on YouTube that can say out of my mouth, the ancestor said.
Is that right?
The ancestor said, and dare nigga to come up to me and say that they didn't, and dare nigga to come up to me and say that they didn't say it. Can't no, and I can say it boldly when I teach, man.
And see, here, somebody like him would just, if I was on his panel, he'll stop it right there and he'll say, see, what I said was, and there's somebody to say that, to try to come up here and say that they didn't say it. That's not what you focusing on. Well, let it play and continue what you said.
And the ancestor said this. I can speak.
And see, I ain't got time. I that's what pisses me off. That's when I start cussing and start really getting irrational when I be on the panels and going off when niggas think that they got the right to cut you off when you talk, muting your mic and stuff, and then sit up and act like he don't mute nobody mic. You think that everybody who be in your chat, who done been on your panel just saying that you mute people for no reason, everybody ain't lying on you, dude. And I get so sick of seeing people just ride this nigga dick and act like he don't do that. Everybody who's been on your panel who disagrees with you and has had smoke with you in an intense manner ain't saying that just for no reason that you mute people mic. Because number one, you did that to me. And not only did you mute the mic with me, you had to have your little buddies like Tim now up there talking they mess, cutting me off, being disrespectful, and can't be man-to-man, one-on-one. Keep their ass out of it. You had to jump me. That's what I'm saying. And that proves, and he didn't even say it himself. If you got to jump somebody, that shows that all it is a compliment to me. That's being real. That's what I'm saying. It's nothing but a compliment to me. If you got to jump somebody, that's a compliment, bro. That's showing how strong I am. You need more than yourself. You can't handle me one-on-one. Because guess what? It been small, petty debates. And the small stuff is what builds up the big logic. If you can't be logical on a small argument and you wrong and you're false on it, and I admit to my falsities when I'm wrong on something. I was just in the chat and I was going to say it before he ended the stream. It was actually his last stream, I think. It was a white guy who had said something about the letter R being, it was something petty and small. But I got confused. I'm so used to doing the numbers with my name and stuff, PR. He said that R is the 18th letter. I started thinking about the number P. I got P and R. P, elemental PQR. They are, so I said that R is 16 on accident. He was right. That brother was right when he said that R was 18, the 18th letter, coming out to be 9. And I was going to apologize to him, and I didn't even come disrespectful. I said, brother, the letter R is actually the 16th letter. Well, I was thinking about PR because it's 16 and 18, which is 34, which I've relayed that in the past, comes out to be 7. My middle name sounds like 7. Sounds very much like 7. I was born in the 7th month. My birthday, when I add up all of the numbers of my birthday, it comes out to be 34 as well, which is 7. It's 1 plus of that, past that crown, which is the 33rd degree. So at the end of the day, I'm I'm vocal enough to admit when I'm wrong on something. This man, I pointed out what I pointed out because he deleted most of the streams where I was even on there showing my work and stuff. Niggas think they slick. Niggas think that I'm stupid and think I ain't saying, nigga, I've been hearing Pharaoh say, ain't nobody paying attention to the stuff that I've been relaying for the longest, man. But Pharaoh, even himself, it was right after I started saying something about CIA watching me. All right, I mentioned that in the chat even for the first time. And then next thing I know, I'm starting, and I've also said that I've heard Pharaoh mention 45 for whatever, and how he did it, I didn't even get what he meant. He said took off like 45 on that, and he was talking to his bodyguard. That was on his birthday. I would pull that up, but I'm pretty sure the video's still out there where it was his birthday stream, and he mentioned the number 45 for whatever reason. I know Donald Trump can't move fast or whatever. So whatever he was talking about with the 45, I don't know. But what I am saying is that even Pharaoh been mentioning the CIA. He said in his previous video, one of them, that he's the CIA. I know he was probably playing, but he could be. He definitely built like one. And I ain't got nothing against him. As far as, because like I said, it's the Central Intelligence Agency. That's what y'all ain't getting. What am I drawing out? Central Intelligence. I'm literally drawing that out. Central Intelligence. And niggas like y'all don't even get it. Niggas like y'all don't even get it, boy. I am Corey Anthony, the CIA, the center who I figured out the center of Gnosis, bro. I'm very qualified to speak on cosmology. I'm going down in history with Albert Einstein's, Nikola Tesla's. You look into Nikola Tesla's patents and stuff like that. That man's stuff ain't built at a 45-degree angle on most of his stuff for no reason. Built off the same type of structure. You look at the ancient domes and stuff from India. It don't matter where you go over the face of this earth, you're going to find some aspect of 45 degrees, bro. And ain't nobody been pointing that out but me. And ain't nobody going to sit up and act like it don't mean nothing. You can't. Literally, it's part of physics. And then that's why y'all can't argue with it. You dumb if you even thinking that. Y'all just hoping that I have something I slip up on. So y'all focus on little small, stupid ass shit, irrelevant shit that ain't got nothing to do with the facts that I've been dispersing. Y'all want to focus on petty, small stuff that don't matter in the first place. It's silly. It's crazy. Let me let this foolish mess continue to be dispersed out of his mouth. Crazy ass dude.
For the ancestors, and ain't nobody gonna check me on it. Ain't no.
Is that right?
And I can say it boldly when I teach, man. The ancestors said this. I can speak for the ancestors, and ain't nobody gonna check me on it. Ain't nobody gonna check me on it.
I'm doing it now.
I'm the only one qualified to say, man, I'm giving you what the.
And that's why a nigga choose to stay away, take a vacation if you need to, partner, and then come back, and while you're working on your presentation and everything, you come back with a new presentation. I already know the game. You're going to come back with a presentation. Ain't made one in God knows how long. Going to come back with a presentation on that ass. Thinking it, boy. Woo, boy.
Ancestors say. Because everybody know I am. Look at this.
Because
I'm giving you what the ancestors say.
That's why he say stuff like, because everybody know I am. Niggas let them numbers get to their head. That's why I say a lot of stuff in this world is very ironic how it's set up. Just because this man gets numbers and stuff like that, that don't mean nothing, bro. That don't mean that he the most righteous one in what he's saying and most qualified, nothing. Let me tell you this as well. If it was a young nigga that came up that was about 10 years younger than me, and I saw him drawing better than me, you know what I'd be doing? I'd shout him out all the time. Because I'm amazed that it's somebody younger than me. The new generation is getting better. That's something good, right? Niggas scared because they see somebody who got Number one, they wish they had my abilities and wish they could draw like I draw. That's why I ain't teaching y'all how to draw like that. It ain't to be selfish or be ignorant, because y'all ain't appreciative of real people. Y'all ain't really appreciative. Y'all want to focus on negative nonsense. You want to focus on petty nonsense where people ain't showing their face enough. People ain't doing this enough. They like this, so you dislike them. Man, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. If you got a problem, straight up, if you got a problem, fuck you. And I've been trying to be as clear and clean as a crystal. But I'm just telling you, bro, it get to a point where you can't help but just say, fuck y'all, bro. Because I'm not playing with y'all. I don't know who y'all think I am. It's a reason why this man act like this when I come around. Period. Because if I got on this panel and show what I'm about to show, as far as my work compared to this nonsense that this dude, apologies for that this dude is dispersing, it'll be an embarrassment. This nigga said a 45-degree angle in the past is demonic. Well, how come you using a demonic 45-degree angle that so-called you built off of what the ancestors said? It's right there in front of your face. Don't you see they got a 45-degree angle don't you see that? Furthermore, I also said, if you count this Hunab-Ku, if you look into it and read about it, it also says that it's built on the same type of ideologies as the Freemasons. I just said as well, if you research it as well, it's dealing with Christianity, because when they came over here, the Hunab-Ku was created as far as I ain't mean to say polygamous, whatever that word is, as far as one religion, one seeing the world as being created by one creator instead of multiple. Monotheistic, I think is what it is, instead of poly. I'm pretty sure I got the word wrong. Excuse me for that. But that's obsolete compared to what I'm saying is right here. You're the only one qualified, but I'm sitting up here going off. I ain't even going off of what the ancestors said. I got a divine creation that I'm showing. Ain't nobody on earth been talking about the number specifically 4.5 and emphasizing that. Nobody on earth, dude. I done drew this same symbol more than anybody on earth. I can guarantee it. I'm telling you that right now. At this point, I've probably drawn this symbol. Based on my project alone, dude. You ain't gonna sit up here and act like you the only one to do nothing. You sit up and say you want to be treated like a sensei. Nigga, you got to give the same type of respect. You ain't God. You didn't act it like you are. I know there's some punk who be over here and don't want to show any type of support over here, and they know that I got real information to you. They're going to take their punk ass back to you, and they're going to tell you that PR Corey over there talking that shit. You said yourself, you switch up your words. One moment you want to say, if he was real, he'll go on this channel and he'll put somebody's name in the title, and they'll put the name in the title and they'll say what they got to say over there. In the past, you were saying, I know what they're going to do. They're going to go over there clout chasing. They're going to go on their channel and they're going to act like so which one is it? It's one minute you saying it's a pussy move for going on the channel and talking stuff and putting somebody's name in the title. Then the next minute you saying it's a respectable thing and that it's an honorable thing because it's showing manhood, it's showing toughness, showing that you stand your ground and that you ain't scared to put nobody's name in the title. Man, ain't nobody scared to put no nigga name in no title. I'm just not doing it because it ain't relevant to me, bro. I'm just being real. If you ain't gonna show the same type of respect you expecting from me, I'm not gonna sit up and suck your dick, bro. I'm not gonna ever be like that, period. Now, when I was younger, when it comes to showing respect and stuff, as you grow and everything, when you see people true colors and stuff, you start to treat them different. I done been around long enough to where I done seen niggas true colors. I'm not gonna sit up and be like everybody else just because they showing love. I mean, niggas get on there and they get to be on that lovey-dovey stuff every single panel almost. We thank you for all you do, bro. You do this, you do. Nigga really just getting on there talking for 12 hours. That's it. Recursive arguments at that. And the stuff ain't gonna go nowhere. That's what I'm saying. It's a waste of time to smoke. Y'all sit up there arguing about who was the first race, stuff that y'all will never have the answer to. Where the human origins come, stuff that is it really going to change anything? If you even got the answer to that, what is that going to change for the world? What is it really going to change for the world? When people have race issues as is now, it's not going to change anything as far as the contentness of the world. If we find out, oh, everybody come from the North Pole. Man, look, bro.
Because everybody know I am. Look at this. I ain't never not gave you what the ancestors said. I stand by it to the grave. I never straight. It's going to always lead back to this with me. And I can show you several images that back me up all around the ancient world, whether you want to accept it or not.
And you think you're the only one, Negro? You think you're the only one? You a dumbass at this point if you even think that, that you're the only one, partner. I dare you to say that you're the only one at that point. I dare you. You the only.
It's going to always lead back to this with me. And I can show you several images that back me up all around the ancient world, whether you want to accept it or not.
And I can show you several images around the world that show you and back you up exactly what PR Core been saying for the longest, whether you want to accept it or not, which your ass ain't never did. You sit up and do that little fake stuff in front of people because you know that people gonna rock with your ass regardless. You sit up and act like you cool. You sit up and act like you acceptance of somebody, you tolerance of somebody. You ain't got that same respect you got for me that you have for nobody. You ain't never shouted out my channel, nigga. And that's because, and it ain't hating on the fact, it ain't jealousy because other people, he shouted out their channel, but he ain't shout out mine. It ain't no shit like that, nigga. It's because I realize that I see through that shit, nigga. You's jealous. You's afraid because you feel like your stuff could be that people will start straying another way. So you got to push yourself and defend your title and act like you's the only qualified to do this, only qualified to speak on the ancient ancestors. Nigga, no. Negro, no. I'm not playing games with you. I'm making this video because I ain't got time to be wasting. I ain't got time to be wasting. I'm not waiting on nothing. I'm working as we speaking, bruh. Well, not as we speaking, literally, but I was working before I got on this video. Straight up. And I'm gonna get back to work when I get done. Period.
Now I yield the flow right there.
Hey, Sanchez, can you repeat what that was called again?
He the only one qualified to speak on it. The only one qualified to speak on it, right? Well, look at his work. Take a look at his work compared to the ancestors' work, which he even said also in the stream, earlier within the stream, he said himself, I just go off of what the ancestors said. Well, PR Corey don't just go off of what the ancestors said. I actually experiment. I actually look to nature and build off of common sense, off of facts, off of mathematical, provable facts, off of physics, stuff that can be proven, bro. Not just what the ancestors said. So how in the world can you say you the only one qualified when you ain't even doing what I'm doing? You ain't did what I done did. Nobody on earth at that, nigga. Let's be real here. Ain't nobody drew out what I'm drawing out, fool. Now I said right now, you the only one qualified to speak on what they said. My stuff is more in line with this than yours is, dude. Count this. 0, 1, 2. There's your light. 3, 4. Where would 4.5 be at? Right here in the center. Right there in the center going up. Just like the staircase. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. It's right here, dude. You was not the only one. You ain't did what I done did, bro. You ain't created the 4.5 symbol. You ain't figured that out. You already admitted it. And that's why you took the video down, because you wanted to look like in other eyes. When I come around like he ain't do this, he ain't do that. Nigga, you just ain't want my stuff to be out there and people to see that. I'm not dumb, bro. You's a hater and I'm showing it. This is at a 45-degree angle that you got this right here. This is right here as well in their stuff. Even though the Who Not Cool was recently created. And the fact is, if you really want to know, the fact is you ain't the only one who qualified to speak on it either, because this Hunab Ku symbol, like I just said, Christianity, and you always ranking on Christianity, talking stuff about Christianity and everything. So for you to go to the Hunab Ku before you even look into the Andean cross, and Wikipedia, of course, they got their little faulty stuff they'll put on there. Don't say that it's controversial, and it was created within the 20th century. Well, that's why I showed you the Buddhist temples that were set up exactly like this. All right. That's why I showed that. The one temple was called the Chanakeshava temple in India. I just showed that. That's an ancient temple. So therefore, this Hunab Ku symbol, if you was the only, you ain't even said what I'm saying. If people want to speculate that the Andean cross is not, and the thing is, there's a culture from down low in the South American continent that went by the name of the Chavins. It's spelled Chavin. You can look that up. There are pyramids down there in Nazca that people don't know about, that most people don't know about. These people were Andean people. The word Andean sounds very much like Indian. If you think about that, Indian and Andean, it's very close. So when we think about us, Inca, Andean, Indian, India, you got to think about this whole route with Easter Island, because Easter Island has been proven to be connected to the Nazca lines. The Easter Island is right in between India and Nazca. There was some type of trade. So you ain't the only one qualified, bro, when you ain't even connecting the dots that I'm connecting. If any, that's why I say we should, and other people have even said, if anything, y'all brothers should be working together. Niggas got hatred in their heart. I've been said that, and niggas want to waste time and have smoke. Niggas don't get it though, and they want to act like I'm the problem. Nigga, please, bro, I'm not the problem, and y'all can't prove it. If anything, I wouldn't be solving problems. I ain't sitting up here having smoke and trying to have smoke all the time. I'm solving problems on my end, coming up with solutions on my end. Y'all niggas talking about energy. Y'all ain't even figured out the real energy grid yet. I've been showing and proving with that. I overlay my stuff with the Angkor Wat temple. And that's helped. And Angkor Wat, I'm sitting up here showing and proving, going through different trials and errors. I'm showing my faults, I'm showing the good and bad of my progression and everything, where I'll speculate and even question my own work to think about the earth being a globe, because of what I see about the antipode of the Nazca lines, the Nazca Estrella being on the exact opposite side of the globe. And y'all just want to say silly stuff like, well, if you wrap anything around a globe, it's going to always come around to a center point. Y'all still don't get it though. And that's actually not even true, because once you start to do something around horizontally, I'm gonna have to show that's very hard to explain without visual, so I ain't gonna go too deep on that. But anyway, the antipode of the Nazca lines was said to be and shown to be of Angkor Wat. That's too much of a lineup. I showed y'all with the 108, the 108, the sun stars. I showed y'all as well in my third presentation. Y'all didn't even give likes on that. I shouldn't have to ask y'all for likes. Y'all know to hit the like button, because you're gonna do it on his channel. You're going to do it on his channel. At the end of the day, that sun goes over the top of Angkor Wat Temple, and there's a hollow point at the top of the Angkor Wat Temple, just like the sun star that I'm showing y'all. And I got my eye in the center of my work. The eye is the hole. You got a hole in your eye, which is called a pupil. And this man want to say he the black Asiatic. He talked about did a stream about the Buddhists. Say he the Buddha. He's the black Asiatic coming with the information that ain't no. Bro, what you do, like you already said, you just give what the ancestors said. You're not giving anything that's profound and connecting nothing. I'm like a bridge, literally, between the past And what I'm doing is brand new. It's brand new. Nobody's ever created what I'm creating, but it's fact based and can't nobody argue against it. Literally. Have you ever looked at a stopwatch? Have you ever pumped your gas and looked at how the gas goes up? It's all based on 10 digits. Have you ever thought about the milliseconds of something? If you think about that, that's exactly what you're seeing right here with my work. Everything you're looking at is milliseconds. Coming up to be that you're looking at 1 second, literally. So when you talk about the creator being on a different time and everything, them moving or the creator, you know, what happens within our time, 1,000 years, you know, like even in the Bible and stuff, like they've talked about how basically it's called elapsed time, to be short with it. In our reality, 1,000 years being something like a day within the creator's time. That's what you looking at with my work, bro. Once I finish this big old zero, which y'all acting like, you know, whatever in y'all mind, I don't know. You probably think I'm bullshitting when I say that I'm working every single day. I don't got to be on no camera working for y'all to hit no like button, bro. I said what I'm doing. I've been showing. And y'all got to do some work at some point before you get any. Come on now. Period. Y'all got to realize I'm doing what I'm doing. I've said it in the past. I'm doing what I'm doing, not only for myself, but for y'all. Y'all kids gonna know about my work, bro. They're gonna be playing Foursquare on on something printed off of my printed work. Once it's literally, I used to love Foursquare, and literally kids can play Foursquare based on this and have some type of weird score system that they could come up with, dude. This is something that kids can make a game out of. If you look at most board games, actually think about Home or whatever it's called. I was actually going to do a stream about that in the past. If you look at most board games, they built on the square, and they have the elemental colors in it, the elementary colors. And what I mean by elementary, I'm really meaning elements, the primary elements, which is red, blue, green, and yellow, or white and black and white. You know, they usually got that. I can't remember whether that's the name of it or not, that game, but Home is just one of them. I don't know whether that's it or not, but I know that there's plenty of games out there that go based off of those colors and got that going to the center aspect of it. But y'all, ain't nobody ever did no stream on that. And literally you can make a game out of it. And when this artificial intelligence, when I take a picture of my work, because y'all can take a picture of anything. And actually that's how social media identifies a lot of stuff that people post. As soon as you take a picture and you post it, Instagram, Facebook, all of that stuff, they got a hidden background where it literally types out and describes what your image is that you posted. May contain this. It contains this. This is a picture of this. This is a picture of a playground. This is a picture of a fan. You know, that's literally what it does. And what I'm getting at and why I mention that is because when I take a picture of my work, the artificial intelligence based from the phone, it has identified it as two different things, which is very important to me. Not two, three actually. One was simulation that popped up. Another one was a game. And the most important one, which was very smart of it, was a map. Literally, it identified my work as a map. Now, I didn't say what type of map, as we all know that there are different types of maps. I told people that I'm building a map. Quit thinking somebody wasting their time if you're thinking that just because you don't know what I know. Period. Just because you don't know what I know don't mean I'm wasting my time. You just, if anything, is, and I'm trying not to call people out their name, but if you act a certain type of way, if you ain't willing to learn, I got the right to call you what your actions is allowing me to perceive you as. And that's stupid. Period. Y'all will talk under y'all breath and can't disprove anything that I'm saying. That show how weak y'all is. Y'all weak in the mind. Period. Ain't nobody gonna debate my stuff. I didn't have fools try to come over here and say stuff out of the side of their neck. And it's very, 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 very rare. And when they do, they got no proof behind it. And what they have said is Your discovery means nothing, but they can't prove that it means nothing. But guess what? PR Corey can prove. I come back and I prove that it means something on several different occasions, on several different aspects, not only physics, but architecturally and what the ancestors said, not just what they said, but what they did, partner. What they did, bruh. When you get on top of every one of them pyramids, you see a 45-degree aspect added to it, being communicated. Because they was meant to be not viewed just from the ground, bro. They was communicating with the sky. Period. Nigga. This real talk. The Great Pyramids of Giza, the Orion's Belt. The shaft is at 45 degrees, nigga. Ain't nobody really point that out like that. Yeah, it's on the internet and you can see that it's at a 40, but they ain't nobody known why and pointed out why. You can see the shafts literally within my work if you open your eyes. Do I need to show it? Do I need to show it? You see how those look? He don't even realize probably what he doing. Let me go back to his actually too. You see how these is going out like that, mentioning the shafts? That's what I'm talking about. You see how this is going out like that at a 45-degree angle? That's what's being communicated. Is the shafts from the pyramids, the same type of energy. But y'all don't get it though. Y'all talking about projection. Well, that's why I've been talking about projectile motion, which is what my work goes into. Physics. When you talk about the Big Bang, nigga, it's all there. You ain't the only one qualified. You's a fool at this point, and you's a jealous one at that. Now look at this. This is what I'm saying about the shafts. Now whose work? Is you serious? Nigga, that's pure talent, nigga. Can you do that? Can you draw your own eye in the middle of something and make it look almost supreme, surrealistic? Almost hyper realistic like that? Can how many of y'all can do that? But you ain't hitting the like button. How many of y'all done said and dropped flames in his chat, but you ain't hitting the like button, you ain't dropping flames over here when you see this nigga? How many of y'all just done heard this nigga run his mouth about what the ancestor said, and this nigga right here, PR Corey, is proving it, and y'all ain't hitting the like button consistently? I don't care about you. A lot of y'all consistently. I mean, every video, period, every time you watch, not just because I'm mentioning it now. I don't need no sometimers over here. I'm not playing games, bro. Period. All games is out the window over here, bro, because I ain't been playing no games. I've been serious than a mug. Look at my work and what I'm saying with the shafts. This is a pyramid right here in the core. This is the core of the eye. If you draw a line, I said 0 and 9. I've always said that 9 equals line. If you draw a line, which is the horizon, you can see the blue water, like the element, the color 0 and 9 is water. It is blue, bro. It is blue. It is blue. And that's literally a line that you would create, which is the horizon right there. Don't you know that if I would, like I say, if I would have set it up any other type of way, then red could have been right here. And that wouldn't have even added up with reality, bro. Y'all don't get it. Y'all slow. And when I say slow, it ain't a disrespectful type of slow. I'm saying literally y'all are slow. Y'all ain't realizing how hot and on the dot I am, bro. Literally. This is not a game. This is my stuff on another level. I mean, another level. Even Walter Russell. Yes, Walter Russell told, or it was either reverse, something like that. I think Nikola Tesla told Walter Russell he needed to lock up his cosmology for 1,000 years because the world wouldn't be ready for it. These are the same people that I'm saying incorporated 45 degrees. And if you look into their work, Walter Russell, Nikola Tesla, all of these different people, you're going to see nothing but the same exact similarities is what I've been saying. Period, bro. And that ain't just based off of nigga. I'm a nigga, bro. I'm a Negro. I'm a nigga. And I'm doing this straight from my mind and my heart, bro. I'm lining up with geniuses, perceived geniuses in this world. Not just perceived factual geniuses, bro. And it's quite funny that even this nigga himself has said, you a damn genius, brother. That's what he said on that video. He said that in the past. But then now you're gonna say you're the only one qualified and ain't nobody gonna check you on it. You're the only one qualified, huh? But you call me a genius. How backwards is that? It proves that you are jealous and you got animosity towards me. Period, point blank, bro. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with anybody else who got a problem with me, man. Hating on the nigga, man, and not helping the nigga. That's why I say, if anything happened to me, bro, y'all, if some of y'all would probably be happy. That's how y'all act. Like I say, when y'all saw me have seizures on camera, that video got 171 views within a few days. I kept it up. I ain't even got over 100 views on any of my videos talking about my own discovery and the facts that I've been showing that ain't never been shown on this earth, bro. Projectile motion, 45 degrees, and my work and the linkage behind it. Universal expansion, the core of numerology. But y'all rather like videos and watch and see me in pain. That's why I say I know that y'all got a problem, bro. And if it's fuck me, it's fuck y'all too, bro. I don't know what y'all think this is. I don't know who y'all think y'all is, and I don't know who y'all think I am, and who y'all playing with. But I'm not no game to be played with, bro. I don't know who y'all think I am. I came on this earth to do business and do the real. I ain't never said that I'm perfect. I ain't ever said that I'm perfect. But playing games, yeah, boy. Y'all don't know what y'all fucking with, just to be real. You ain't seen yet. This dealing with the creator, bruh. And that ain't being cocky or nothing. This is divine. Niggas can't even debate it, boy. That's funny. I don't know why this keep doing that. But yeah, look at this, since he the only one qualified, and then look at his work. All right. That's silly. You the only one qualified though. That's mimicking my mother herb diagram when I put the tree on the bottom and the clouds is up there. So what, we give a similar work, but you ain't gonna sit up and act like you the only one, nigga. You got me messed up. You got me confused with somebody weak, bro. Somebody, I don't know what you think going on. Bro Sanchez's work, created by copying the ancestors. He said it himself. I just give y'all what the ancestors said. That's literally what he said. And even went as far as to say he's the only one qualified to speak on what the ancestors said and did. Nigga, please. My work is original and is not built off of copying what the ancestors said. You know why I can say that factually? Because like I just showed y'all, excuse me, this is divine. If I would have switched up anything, I had to think ahead of time before I created what I created. I had to plot ahead of time. I didn't have nothing to look off of. Them Nazca lines, I found out about that after. Everything is recorded. That's why I've always posted my journey and my progression. Everything has been recorded. When I found out about the Nazca lines, it was after I had created my whole fractal code. And that was probably the artificial intelligence picking, because the artificial intelligence, the AI that runs the algorithm on this YouTube thing, is always watching. It's like an all-seeing eye. It's listening to me now. I actually, as soon as I dropped my video yesterday on that 12, I ended up seeing another Praveen Mohan video, because I just shouted out I had to use his videos in order to for the Angkor Wat thing, because he explores all of those ancient Indian monuments and stuff. But anyway, after that, they showed a video that had to deal with Jain cosmology, and it was built off of that same 12 type of. It looked just like what I was showing with the 12. At the end of the day, when I made that discovery with creating my own work built in the same type of fractal code over and over and over again, by the time I got to the zero that I'm working and redoing right now, that I did last year, that's when I found out and got recommended. Actually, as a matter of fact, I was searching for crop circles. The Nazca thing didn't come from recommended on that end. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was searching for crop circles and magnetism because that's how I was perceiving that crop circles were created, was through magnetism, some type of magnetic energy. That's what made sense to me. And I've said as well that would make sense because if iron is in the ground, which it is, iron is in the ground. Iron is what, listen to the word iron. Iron, what do you use to flatten stuff? You use iron. You use an iron in order to flatten clothes, to flatten stuff. Well, that's the same concept with the Nazca lines. Anywhere there's a source of high iron or something like that, I'm speculating right now and saying this, that's more than likely how the dealing with the electromagnetic energy of whatever higher source can create those vast crop circles. No, all of them is not man-made. All of them is not divinely created either by higher intelligence. Yes, you have some that have been made by man, but you's a fool if you think every last one of them has been made by man. On the ground, when stuff has happened overnight, in 30 minutes, a pilot fly by, and then they come back, and then they see this crop circle that they just flew by. That's crazy. And when I was searching for that, that's when I came across the Nazca lines. And when I watched that video on the Nazca lines, it was on Gaia. That was the channel that it was on. I remember that. That's where I ended up seeing the Nazca Estrella within there. And when I saw that box that was in the center, it was like an alert to me. As soon as I saw that box in the center, I was like, whoa, that's crazy. That looked just like the center of my work. And that blew my mind away. I said, this is crazy how this just lined up like that. And then lo and behold, later on, I end up investigating it myself, looking deeper into what I was looking into and had found. And I overlaid my work on top of it. And when I did that, that's when I found out that it landed right on the center of the 0909 that you see right here. The corners all come back to the same thing. And you can't do that. That's why I said and started off this video like I said. You cannot do that, and that's what separates my work from other people's work who have so-called decrypted the Nazca lines. All of their work is within my work because mine is the universal code, the real thing. It's not just focusing on one thing. That's why you see every number inside of it. That's why you see me not focusing on just 45. I just did videos on 12. I'm not just all he knows is 45 degrees. I'm emphasizing it, and it's called wringing the towel out and getting it through y'all thick ass skulls to realize how, because y'all ain't acting like y'all fucking get it. You're not acting like you get it. Some of you act like it's something, probably think to yourselves, oh, it's old news. No, it ain't no old news, bro. It's the 369 of old news. A lot of y'all fools still replicate that. But guess what? Y'all can't even show me where 369 is an aspect of nature, where you see 369 in physics. You don't see that. Y'all just come up with the regurgitated stuff and say, any number that you add up 3 times, you get 369. Nikola Tesla used to walk around the building 3 times before he entered. Come on now, man. I thought outside of the box and brought something. Every last one of y'all got how many fingers? Every last one of y'all got how many heads and how many extensions? You a 5-point star. I showed y'all what the 5-point star is based off of. I showed y'all that at the end of the day, the same numbers that you see within my work is the same numbers, the angular measurements that you see within the 5-point star itself, the pentagram, whatever you want to call it, the pentagram. And when you think about the Vitruvian man, which is a 5-point star, that's a man. That's what he was showing y'all. It's cosmology hidden within that. People ain't ready for that, man. Y'all don't y'all be on some bullshit. And look, and that's just the center. Mind you, this isn't even half of my work. And niggas talking about they the only one qualified. Boy, you ain't ever did this, and ain't nobody else on earth did this. Nigga, I'm more qualified than you. And I'm stomping a mud hole in your ass for saying that. Intellectually. You got me messed up, bro. This is the next argument that I had. This is going back to the pyramids thing. that y'all want to act like this nigga right. This nigga ain't right on that mess. It's common sense.
Saying
Remember what you said yourself. On your journey, stay humble and teach what you know. That's what you said in your own song, bro. On your journey, stay humble and teach what you know. I ain't saying that's a lie, but practice what you preach, partner. Because when you saying that you the only one qualified, you ain't teaching what you know. Nigga, you know you ain't the only one qualified.
step pyramids are primitive. It's harder to make a step pyramid than a smooth-sided pyramid. So they lying, y'all. They lying. This shows a place where we started de-evolving. It's harder to make this pyramid on the right than the smooth pyramids at Giza.
Woo, man, I'm telling you. What is the pyramids at Giza? They ain't even smooth, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh, hold on. Oh boy. Man. Look here, bro. The pyramids at Giza ain't even smooth to this day. They are stepped pyramids. Oh my gosh. Hold on again. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man. Bruh, the pyramids ain't even smooth to this day. They 450 feet up in the air. The pyramid of Giza stands 449 feet. I rounded that to 450 feet. Nigga, it ain't even smooth to this day. Don't you realize that in order to make a smooth pyramid, you got to make a step pyramid first? One in which you can crawl up, stand on top of, and then you put casing on top of it to make it smooth in the first place. The only thing hard about that pyramid right there is the intricate carving, bro. And Egyptians were very good at carving, just like the Indians. They were they were tiff and tack. I know that the Indians was very detailed. I comprehend that. I'm rocking with that too, and I give them that slight upper hand as far as the carving detail. Guess what? It runs in my veins. I got Indian within my blood, intense Indian within my blood. Straight up. You think I'm able to draw like I do for nothing, bro? That's what I'm saying. The ancestral power is leaking through my blood, but y'all don't even appreciate it. But y'all act like y'all appreciate the ancestors. I am an ancestor, and I came back here to teach y'all a lesson. I done told y'all, bro. I came back here to teach y'all a lesson, bro. No matter how much you want to act like you don't want to hear it. No matter how much you ain't humble enough to act like I'm one of the brightest stars shining within this shit. When I showed this true pyramid video, that's when y'all started trying to fall off because of whatever reason. You think I give a fuck about what you saw? I don't care. Think I care? I do what I want to do. I do what I want. I gotta plug this computer up. All that matters is these facts. Period. Y'all think I'm tripping about y'all, bro? Y'all ain't stopping shit. I'm letting y'all know that right now. Y'all ain't stopping shit with your nosy asses. You know what I'm talking about. Fuck y'all, bro. Straight up.
Saying the step pyramids are primitive.
Judgmental ass motherfuckers. Straight up. Listen to this fool.
It's harder to make a step pyramid than a smooth-sided pyramid.
All right. Well, check this out. Let's see where your logic is at. That was his chair. Made that sound. That's why I made the sound again. It was high pitched at first, but anyway. Sometimes whenever you hear a sound, it sounds like a fart. The best way to disprove the fact that it wasn't no fart is to make the sound again. That's just because niggas think crazy. But anyway, as you just heard his senseless argument, you can see that this is on the American continent. I stuck to home for the sake of it. You can see nothing but step pyramids. Like I told people, usually you don't see just one pyramid in one spot. Usually, Chichen Itza is a pyramid, but it's some consider it a temple as well. But it's in one spot and it's by itself, I believe. It might be one in proximity to it. I think it actually is like a temple that's built right around it. But this right here, you can see is a step pyramid. Step pyramids all around here, congregated in one area. What do you see right here? You see a big smooth pyramid. The pyramid of the moon is one, and you also got another one that is called a pyramid of the sun. The pyramid of the sun is the bigger one, of course. Well, let's see where your logic is at. If step pyramids were more complicated to create than the true pyramids, the grand and most meaningful pyramid would be stepped. Don't that make sense? That makes 100% sense. If they was that hard and they were showcasing their skills and they were proving that they were hard workers. The most grand one dedicated, because these were dedicated to the creator, to the gods, built to be viewed from the sky. They would have made it stepped. This one, yes, it has steps to it, but what is it? It's smooth. It's smooth. That's common sense. Zoom your ass in. You can see that is smooth. It's different steps made smooth, bruh. And it's a bigger one. Period. And this one ain't even built with the same type of method as the Great Pyramid. But it comes out to be a measurement of exactly the half of the Great Pyramid of Giza. So they was linked in the same mathematics all around the world. Also, down here it says, also, step pyramids require far less material to make than the true pyramids. That's common sense. That's common sense. Think about that. If you make a step pyramid, which is what, okay, we said he just even said himself that the pyramids of Giza are what? He said they are smooth. I just disproved what he said as well, and he knows it's right as well. They not smooth to this day, but they were smooth is what he meant to say. They were smooth. They were smooth. All right. And the fact that, and you can see evidence of that as far as the middle pyramid, the pyramid of Khafre, I think is what it's called. All right. Which is the center one out of the three great pyramids. Still got some of the casing on top of it. You mean to tell me that your silly ass sitting up here telling me that a step pyramid is harder to make when it takes more material, which is more work, to build a smooth pyramid, bro? You adding on more work. You could have just stopped at the step. Where's your logic at? They lying to y'all. No, nigga, you's lying. You lying. You just talking out the side of your neck what you just said that you don't do. Sometimes you need to just chill, dude, and just think just like you doing. You need to pull back and chill. And see, I'm the one who sparked that in you, bro. I sparks that in you. I done won debates. Yes, you done admitted it. You got to have people on the panel cut you off. I have beat you in debates, and you know this. Not just one. Not just one. I don't care how small you think they is. That's why I said what I said. That's why I said exactly what I said. If you wrong on something small, then that means that people should question the big old stuff that you talking about, especially the stuff that you coming out that you can't even prove, just your theories and stuff. See, PR Corey ain't talking theories. I stay away from theoretical stuff. Straight up. And y'all know this. I don't be coming up here talking about no theories, bro. That's why y'all don't see me. Y'all probably view it as one person work harder than the next. That's what I'm saying. I got genuine artwork that I'm working on. I don't gotta be on no camera. I don't owe y'all that, bruh. I don't owe y'all that. I'm already doing my work for y'all. Feel like it's directly for you or not. I forgot where I was about to go with that, but anyway. Also, step pyramids require far less material to make than the true pyramids. More material equals more work. More work equals complicated to build. Very simple logic, easy win. Straight up, which one would be now? And another point, I forgot about that, and it's right in front of my face because I really wasn't looking at the screen anyway. I don't be looking. I'd be looking at my work literally on my walls, and it's like I'm almost at the pyramids. I got the pyramid of Chichen Itza on my wall. I got my work on my wall, and I'd be looking at that. I don't even be looking at the screen. To be real, when I do streams, I don't even be looking at the screen most of the time, unless I got to pull up a picture and I just start talking based on straight facts. Which one would be easier to accidentally slide off of while building, a smooth pyramid or a step pyramid? I'll let y'all answer that y'all selves under your breath. Anybody with common sense knows that you'll slide off of a smooth pyramid if you're a builder building on what the architect said build. If the architect said build a step pyramid, you ain't gonna really have a chance of falling off of that as easy as a smooth one like the architect said build. You're going to slide your ass off potentially, and it's more of a hazard, which is more hazardous, is more hard, more complicated to build. Come on now, dude. Quit being dumb. The same person has said in the past that they'll just say something wrong just to try to spark a debate. That's why I be saying, bro, just focus on you and do you. Quit trying to have smoke all the doggone time. And it's proven in what I be saying, because at the end of the day, this dude always got to have smoke. He started off the show doing so-called Q&A, advanced Q&A. Keep it at Q&A. Do this stuff yourself. You got to have other people come up there for smoke, because otherwise you just talking about your theories, stuff that you can't really prove. All of this dream talking stuff. That's why I tell people be so, y'all talking about other dimensions, and y'all can't prove that, bro, that y'all going to another dimension, man, when you go to sleep, bro. If anything, projecting something within your own mind, like a mirror, like a black mirror, bro. Come on, y'all. You just a dream, a stream, just like a movie. That's why when you be in a dream, you just in it all of a sudden, just like a movie. When you walk in a room and a movie is already playing. Straight up. Man, y'all just take anything, and because y'all looking to a savior subconsciously. That's why y'all get a man so much doggone credit, because y'all really looking towards having some type of savior. The science of the origin of the development of the universe. Modern astronomy is dominated by the Big Bang Theory, which brings together observational astronomy and particle physics. That's all my work. That's what cosmology is. That's why I pulled up the definition of it, because when he say he's the only one that can speak on cosmology, especially what the ancestors said, the science of the origin of the development of the universe. I just showed y'all with projectile motion and everything. The Big Bang, they just mentioned that, dude. I just showed y'all that. And I showed y'all the Taurus. Quit playing with me. Quit playing with me, literally. I better quit playing with me, bro. I'm finna get up out of here, because I pretty much did what I got to do. This is projectile motion right here. You mean to tell me, and I'm going to do this for the rivers, just for y'all who want to sit up and act like and talk about, if anything, my work, for y'all who say that the Mercator map might not be real, and all of this stuff that y'all speculate, it's so much stuff that y'all read on Wikipedia that y'all go to Wikipedia to get y'all answers. A lot of y'all, you read up on something, you start to take it as fact. You start to take it as gutter, as straight up fact. Silliness. If anything, you should have an open enough mind to realize, dang, this boy, PR Corey, might be showing where it might be real. Because look at it. Open your fucking mind and look at it and think about what I've been saying about the elements. I just showed y'all the center of my work. What's right there? They talk about a black stone. Think about every religion that you saw, Arabian / Muslim religion, where they walk around that cube and everything. That's what they're depicting. I'm not the first to say this. This man has said this himself. He's shown this himself. You can look this up yourself. Yeah. On some maps, you have this one that is like bitten off for whatever reason. And I wish I had pulled up the one that has all four of them so that you can see that. But look at how these split in a fractal type of way. You see how the river split from right there? And it's creating just like you would see a protractor with arc degrees and stuff. Now look at my work, man. Damn, I'm telling you, and it means earth geometry means earth measurements. Damn, y'all. Ooh. Boy. God, I don't even know which one to go to. Let me see if I got it in here. Yeah, I got one right here. Yeah, that's a good one, actually. There it is, right there. Now look at the rivers and think about that. Think about that. I've told y'all that I colored everything. I colored it like it for a reason. It's the order of the elements. You can observe this in nature. It's not just for no reason. A lot of y'all looking at it like, I remember I had some dunce ass niggas at that moment. I'm not calling them wholeheartedly dunces. But at that moment, what they were saying was some dunce shit. I'm being real. I ain't changing that up for nothing. I had some dunce fools laughing about the fact that I was drawing with colored pencils, Crayola colored pencils. Man, let me tell y'all, first off, y'all niggas can't even draw. I drew what I drew. You see them? You see that eye that I drew? I drew it with Crayola colored pencils. Now joke on that motherfucker, because y'all can't even draw that good. You see what I'm saying? It's a saying out here that it ain't about the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. It ain't about how or what your materials is, bro. It's about how you use your materials, bro. That's what being a good creator is, bro. I'm here to teach y'all a lesson. It ain't nothing that y'all gonna have that y'all can triumph over me. Period. None of you niggas. Period. I got so much work, bro, till it ain't funny. Y'all niggas ain't got nothing that y'all can show. As far as work, all y'all can show that y'all got over me is money. That's it, bro. And I'm about to have more than that than y'all. And I'm gonna stay humble. And I'm going to help the people that did help me. I ain't forgot about none of the guys who did donate. I actually had thought about recently, man, I'm blocking because I blocked everybody. I'll be real. I blocked everybody who was following me up on that was in contact. Yes, I blocked every last one of you niggas, bro, because you niggas is not consistent with support. And then y'all will say shady stuff, but it won't even say it directly to me. And I be getting the sense that y'all talking indirect. I try to support y'all streams. Y'all see y'all likes. Let me tell y'all, everybody that I follow back mutually, I like every time that y'all see a like under y'all video. I'm probably one of the first ones. You know why I say that? Because I'm usually one of the first ones. Y'all gotta think, bro. I'm not working like y'all. So who do y'all think got all day? Bro, I'm right here. I ain't doing nothing but working on my art and supporting people. Getting my work done. Because I don't work no corporate like y'all, but getting my work done and supporting people. When y'all see a like on y'all, because YouTube don't give you notifications on who like your video every time. It's sometime with it. And I think they took it all the way away, as a matter of fact. But I'm telling you now, most of the time I be seeing y'all videos and I see 0 likes and I'm the first one there. If not the first one, I'm one of the first 3 every single time. It's hardly ever over 3 likes on the video before I didn't like or watched it. So I'm one of y'all. I be supporting everybody. When I see that y'all schedule a stream ahead of time, I be the first one to like it. Y'all see my stuff. And yes, that's whether I come around and say something in y'all chat or not, bro. I don't hop on y'all panels because y'all ain't never hopped on mine. Y'all talk about it, but you don't even do it because y'all more messed up about what y'all partners think about me and how I didn't got into it with them, which is only one and the people that supported him and was with him with that bullshit that he was talking about. And he was even saying himself, what have people really learned from the 4 and the 5? Nigga, it's right in front of your face. I ain't holding no beef personal problem with that nigga, but it's straight up facts right here in front of y'all. It's right in front of your face what people done learned from the 4 and the 5. And you got to be blind and just senile and stupid at this point not to get it. Really. I mean that. That's why y'all don't see PR Corey face. I ain't congregating and doing all of that with y'all, fellowshipping with y'all like that, bro. I mean business, bro. I'm not here to play with y'all niggas, man. I mean that from the heart. I'm not here to play with y'all niggas. We can play later. It's a reason why I used to listen to Wiz Khalifa. That's one of my favorite artists. We work hard and then we play hard, bro. Work first, play later. Straight up. I don't do all of that playing when the world is deteriorating around me, because once it's time for me to die, I'm going to feel bad if I ain't did everything, utilize my time wisely. A great mind is what you should never waste, is what they say. But also time is what you should never waste. That's straight up, bro. Every time, every second, it's right now as I'm speaking, time is just ripping away. It's just ripping away. Your hourglass is, your sand in your hourglass is falling down to the bottom, and every last one of us got to cross that portal. That's something that we can't escape. That's what you see within my work right here, the cycle of life. One of them, you got to go into the ground, bro. And then the next one, you right here out of the womb, and then you stand up as a living perpendicular. Y'all was laughing on that the Freemasons say, but it's a reason that they do the stuff that they do, bro. That they show the stuff that they show, and y'all just make comical jokes out of it, phallus jokes out of it and stuff. But you got to think from a deeper perspective. You got zero starting from the womb, and then you got, think about the age of life. People really rarely live to be old. It happens, yes. People live over 90 years old. But if you just think about the cycle of life and how the body, pay attention to your body and how it deteriorates over time. Usually once you get around 45, right around that area and that age, that's where your body, you start seeing deterioration. Especially if you haven't taken moderate, average care of your body. Average. You're going to start, that's 45, that's where you start to see your wrinkles, your bones might start to hurt. You got to go get a colonoscopy test around 40, I think it is, 45-ish. That's where your body is starting to go down from there, bro. This is the cycle of time, but y'all ain't getting it, dude. Y'all just, man, I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong with y'all, bro. But I'm telling y'all right now, I've told y'all in the past, once y'all don't hear from me no more, once my life is y'all ain't gonna hear from me no more. Y'all ain't gonna hear from me no more. Period. So enjoy me while you can is what I've been saying. I'm gonna be gone with my queen, and y'all ain't gonna hear from me no more. Period. Building a great life. Heaven on earth is just an illusion, man. It's just an illusion. It's just an illusion. Heaven on earth. That's what I was saying at first, but I'm just trying to build a good life, man. And once I get what I get, take care of other people, man. Take care of the people. Show as much support and help people who don't get support. Like I didn't get support from sorry, lame ass, ignorant, punk ass motherfuckers who just like to watch your stuff and leech on your stuff and want to not hit the like button just because they want to so-called piss you off and stuff. Man, I'm telling y'all, bro, when you backed by the creator, that's why I got something y'all ain't got, and I'm gonna continue to rub it in y'all face. I am. I'm gonna continue to rub it in y'all face because that's why I got stuff that y'all ain't got, and I get divine gnosis that ain't nobody else on earth, nobody can show. And the closest you're gonna get to it is the ancestors. And then you got a fool sitting up here talking about they the only one qualified to talk on it. Use a fool at this point. Use a jealous fool. Since you like to use that word on other people, like use a fool. Got to be a fool, like you say, nigga. That's what you got to be. 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 Ain't that what Pharaoh be? That's what Pharaoh be doing. That's what Pharaoh be doing. He'll say it 10, boy, 45 times, boy. That nigga be repeating himself. That should be funny. That nigga will sink it in. That's what you got to be, nigga. You's a fool at this point, bro. Ain't nobody playing with y'all. Now look at them rivers, like I had said. This is water. It's the order of the elements. 0 and 9 is water. I just showed the line. That line that you see right there is the horizon. I told y'all is what y'all probably look at it like, well, the earth doesn't lay, the water don't lay flat like that. The horizon ain't going flat on the ground like you see it right there. I told y'all y'all got to think about crystals. You got to think about the world if we're inside of a torus field. You got to then look into crystallization. The first crystal that is made is actually a 2D checkerboard. That's why y'all see the Masons have the checkerboard on the floor part of it. Y'all don't see even Freemasons. Are they learning from me? That's why I'm helping them. That's why somebody like me being alive is a good thing. Like I'm saying, because if it was the opposite way, if I was to leave this earth, they cutting themselves short on some stuff. I'm being fed information. They cutting off a source of information, bro. Central intelligence. Central intelligence. Nigga Ferris on the CIA. on the motherfucking CIA, bitch. Oh boy, that shit funny, man. Look, bro. When you think about crystal, y'all got a lot to learn, bro. Y'all be ranking on Freemasons this, Freemasons that. I ain't trying to act like I'm one. Like I said, if anything, I'm starting my own organization, a secretive society built upon artists and enlightened people. And it's not for no messed up mess. It ain't for no sacrifices. It ain't built on any of that. If anything, it's the opposite of what people perceive. Everything that people say about the Freemasons, the opposite of it. Everything negative that they say about it, it's the opposite of it. No sacrifices. No oath talking about your tongue being cut out. None of that. None of that. Because I ain't with that. Why you think I say I ain't become? And y'all think somebody just because they logo is it? I'm showing them, brothers, I know what y'all know, and I got power just like y'all got, bro. From the creator. Y'all got logos, and Freemasons would not exist without artists. If an artist don't draw out their logos and their symbols that they communicate with, they don't have a way of communication. Duh. That's why I drew out a double-headed crow. CROW. CROWN, crown. That's what you get at your 33rd degree. And the real crown on the body is your brain. Your brain is a crown on your body. Your head is a crown on top of your body. All right? Your brain has 12 cranial nerves added to those 33 so-called vertebrae on the average that people got, because it varies. Because as you get older, what people don't talk about as well is when you're a child, at a certain age, you got, yes, 33 vertebrae, but for most people, when you continue to grow, your vertebrae merge and stuff over time. And by the time you get older, you usually don't got 33 vertebrae. For a lot of people, you can look into that yourself. All right. I'm not saying it's definitively for Eric, but I'm just saying it mentioned it. Anyway, 33 plus the 12 cranial nerves, which is the full crown. you get what? 45. Period. Your whole body is built on 40. Y'all can't get around it. I don't care how old y'all think it is. Get used to it. And if you don't like it, please unsubscribe. Please unsubscribe. Because y'all, like I say, a lot of y'all just following just because y'all want to be nosy. I don't care, bro. I don't care. I don't know what y'all expecting me to shit. Straight up. Because, like I say, when it come down to the facts, y'all dull. Y'all dull. Now, with the order of the elements, you got water and you got the earth that protrudes up out of the water. Can you experiment within nature and can you see this? Can you observe this? Can you utilize the scientific method with my art and look at the world and see the exact same thing based on what I'm communicating through the colors as symbols? Because colors are and can function as symbols. They can. They can function more so as a language. Red, hot, heat. The Bible also talks about fire being sent from the earth, sent from God down to the earth. That God in different times in the Bible sent fire down from heaven. That's what was said in the Bible. I didn't put this right there because of that, but I put that there because out of all of the elements, heat rises. Heat rises. That's a fact. It rises above the air. Okay? Period. The sun is even up there. All right? That's the hottest thing on this earth that we can observe besides lightning, which is actually said to be hotter. All right? But lightning, for whatever reason, not for whatever reason, the sun is above it, and it's electrical, potentially. I'm saying potentially because you can look at the sun, you can see some type of flame aspect, gaseous type of aspect going on there. When you really look at, I mean, you can see that, in certain instances. But anyway, air, yellow. This is, go to the Eastern Star, man. Just look at the Eastern Star. If you know anything about the colors of the elements, you know that air is yellow. Sometimes it's white. But that right there, the blue, that's what I'm talking about, the ether. The sun and the moon would be in that area right. I'm not saying that that's where it's at literally, but this is just showing the overall order, bro. It's about the order, not the measurements right there. It's the order. And when you talk about a crystal is something that can be viewed from the same. It's a lattice that replicates itself in not only one two-dimensional view direction, but every direction. All right, every one of them, and that's what you see with my work. That's why in every direction you see the same crystal representation being replicated. Nobody just talking to sound smart. Look into crystals and how they are built off of a fractal lattice type of code. Period. Quartz crystals. Look into the structures. Diamonds. Look into the structure. I'm from the Diamond State, Arkansas. Doing something great for my state. Making history. I'm from the Diamond State. Our state flag looks kind of even like this. It's just the angular measurements is different. It even look like this. It's the 25th state, the halfway point, which is also 2 and 5 equals 7 again. That's the 7. Here I am, number 7. What number was associated with God? 7. Y'all better get right, bro. I ain't saying that I'm God. I'm not saying that, but I'm showing y'all the divinity. I'm sent here for a reason, and y'all just ignorant. It ain't me. I'm not the problem. I'm not the problem. If I was the problem, I admit to my faults, just like I've got on here, and I'll try to disperse and talk about certain things with y'all. Period. Shit's crazy, man. Now go back to the map. I mean, just imagine that, bro. And then they coming out with this whole metaverse stuff where you can look at paintings and actually feel like you go into them. Now imagine that, and then imagine my work, dude. Think about that. How they literally got it to where you can almost not almost, but you feel like you walking into a painting. They doing this all for a reason. Facebook, all of these top CEOs, all of these people that's top CEOs is all interconnected, man. By now, if you don't know, Apple Inc., all of that stuff, bro. I showed y'all in the past how Apple Inc., they got the 45 degrees is incorporated within their stuff. Period. 45 degrees is incorporated within Apple Inc.'s work. Look at your logos. The compass is tilted at 45 degrees. They could have had it pointing north, which is the most relevant position. North. Why 45? If you look into the times that they got on their watches, it's 450 feet that's on the elevation and stuff like that. Google, I'm not Google, but Apple shortcuts, their Apple app that they got. And it's another one I might be missing as far as an app that got 45 degrees incorporated into it. But it's all in their ads. It's been stuff that I ain't even got on here and shown because I just don't want to be too redundant with 45 degrees and be, every single thing. But just look at their Apple ads. Most of them got 45 degrees. They came out with some little, I think it was a laptop / something that folds. That's all I know. It folds up. And they had it tilted at a 45-degree angle. And it wasn't even open on the screen to where the screen was being shown. It was like open. How do I explain this to have it comprehensive? Think of a laptop like a book. You got the keyboard on one side, and then you have the I'm talking about opening keyboard on one side, and then you got the screen on one side, and then you got the center that binds it like the spine of a book. Well, they had the spine up in the air, and so the laptop wasn't even open. The spine was standing up, and it was like a letter A, and it was open at a 45-degree angle, at a perfect 45 degree, and it was like a letter A. So at the end of the day, bro, y'all can sit up and act as ignorant as you want to. I'm changing the world, bro. I've added to history. I've changed it. It's people all over Instagram every day talking about 45 degrees, bro. Period. 45-degree angle. I don't care how mad y'all niggas get about it, how irritated it is to y'all. At least I got proof that I can have behind mine, and I ain't on some rhetorical 369 stuff. 369 is in my work. I already showed that to y'all. Y'all in the past. 369 is the key to the universe. A key doesn't do anything but open up a door. That's what Nikola Tesla was trying to tell y'all. He told Walter Russell that he needed to lock his stuff up for 1,000 years for a reason. A key opens a door. A key ain't just what you end at. Okay, you got a key, but what you gonna do with the key? It goes to something. Act like y'all got some common sense. like for real, bro. I be spitting them facts, bro. Straight up. I some hella facts when you really think about it. Because you ain't hearing nobody. And then a fool in Bro Sanchez's chat gonna try to say, nigga, you regurgitating something when I said that about the planets. Ain't nobody pointed that out. I said that based on my own work. That dude was a fucking fool coming at me. It's always some punk ass fool that got the audacity to try to approach a nigga who really about his stuff like me. Nigga, you better come on your P's and Q's before you come for the C. That's some real talk. Or you come for the C, be on your P's and Q's. Better pay attention to how other people act, man. Ain't nobody got to just talk tough, but y'all be acting like y'all don't get it. Damn. Y'all act so damn stupid, some of you. Like, and then I drew out the Mother Earth diagram. Think about how many ancient cosmologies depict the Earth as a tree. A tree is what? A tree is a plant. A plant, I've been telling y'all, plants, plane, planet. X out the E and you get plants and planet. How many trees we see? We see one right here. We see another one right here. Not right there. Where did I go? Too low or something? Dang. Well, I thought that one was a tree down here, but so many, and I mean, even in the Bible where they talk about the tree of life, there's been your teacher has mentioned. There's one right there actually. Your teacher has mentioned the tree of life being at the center slash. They talking about the North Pole. Period. That's why you see me. There's another one, Mayan cosmology. They got a tree in the center for a reason. In the center for a reason. All right. But y'all will rock with that, right? Then you got PR Corey who comes with something brand new. Nobody's ever realized or pointed out and put into work based on his own discovery dealing with marijuana that y'all love to smoke so much, but y'all act like y'all don't see these facts in front of y'all face. Nigga, y'all love to smoke weed, but you ain't amazed by this? You's a fool. Grow you some weed, since some of y'all niggas obviously ain't. When you grow weed and you put a hole in the ground, what's in the center of my work? My eye, which is a seed, all right? My eye, which is the seed, all right? You put the seed in the ground. Look, when you germinate a seed, what number do you get? You get the number 9. Literally, you get a little tail that poke out from the seed. It look like a little number 9. Literally, when you germinate the seed. And it spirals if you keep it in the water too long. Because when I germinated mine, when I germinated my apple seeds. Oh yeah, when I germinated my apple seeds in the past, when I was trying to grow an apple tree, the little stem that came out of the seed poked out into the spiral if you keep it in the water too long, and it made the number 9. All right, but if you just let it start and it just it curve at a number 9, bro. It makes a number 9. It starts. That's the center point. That's the universe is within that seed. All of his genetics, all of his coding is within that seed. But I learned about marijuana from watching it. You can watch plenty of videos on YouTube, though they've tried to take many of them down, and watch the time-lapse videos and growth of marijuana plants. And they follow this exact order. They start from a seed, which is just like my eye, a dark hole in the ground. Plant, and y'all so behind, bro. Then there's he making up stuff that ain't even real stuff, man. Y'all, oh my gosh, boy, it's right in front of y'all face. You just behind, bro. It is so funny at this point, bro. How some of y'all just in denial just for no reason and got personal problems, man. Fuck y'all personal problems, bro. I don't care. I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you. You put a seed in the ground, and then you get your I think they're called cotyledons. If I'm pronouncing it correctly. I know that it's spelled COTYLHEDRON. I think cotyledons, something like that. Cotyledon. They're the little bitty small leaves that grow. All right, little bitty small leaves. They like some stubs that grow out first. They're like 0.5 of a leaf. Then you get two 1-petal leaves that grow on weed. All right. And then after that, and you see number 1 right here. So I have to put 1 right, which is the stem, the center. All right. The 1, the erection, the living perpendicular. Okay. The standing perpendicular, I mean. All right. Perpendicular. The number 1 is a dick. I'm not trying to be vulgar. I'm being real. The number 1 is a dick. It stands up. You can see the balls at the bottom. And you can see the shaft up here. All right, now I ain't with the gay stuff, so I'm going to move on. But I'm just saying, y'all got to, it's a reason. But man, the numbers is coded, bro. I even said to y'all, what age do they let you start having sex? At 18 years old. That's a dick, and then you got the lips / the feminine, which is the hourglass, all right? It's right there, man. It's coded, dude. Man, y'all just so behind, bro. Man, I'm telling you. But anyway, after that, you get three petal leaves. Three comes after the one. I also showed y'all that with the uh Indian with the Angkor Wat Indian, what do I call a tourist? I guess is what yeah, a tourist explanation. A tourist, I guess is what I should call him. Um, tourist guide. All right. The tourist guide was explaining when he was explaining the temple. He mentioned that the odd numbers in Indian culture, but he the only one who qualified to speak on ancient cosmology, right? Nigga, the numbers go hand in hand with the cosmology because number one, frequency is what creates the cosmology. It's the builder of it, which is numbers. All right. Numbers are not man-made. Besides these symbols that are man-made, man. That's why y'all see me right here with this square. All right. It's not man-made. As far as frequency, it's the same symbol that's used in order to explain. Like a square is what's the inverse of a square? The inverse of a square is a circle. That's why you see me use squares. Because if I would have actually utilized circles, I would have ended up with a problem where I would have gaps within my work. Yes, both of them are 360 degrees, but the grid of the earth is square. Y'all act like y'all don't get that. So when you create a circle, the circle is 360 degrees, which is a zero. That's a zero. The whole is a zero, period. So that's why this first square is a zero. That's why you start off with zero. Not only that, if you want to go the etymological route, one is open, zero, open. When you say one, which is first, one, open, zero. I said that in the past. He took that stream down though when I was on there, and we was all the guys was on there talking about that. He took that stream down off of Flat Power. That's funny. It shows you his personal problem is hateration. Period, point blank. Hateration at its highest. So the number one, zero, your mouth is open. Now, if that ain't proof enough for people, that's why I just said what I said with the square, which nobody can go against. Both of them is 360 degrees for a reason. Square is used to measure, to make sure. The circle is used to round. It can be used to measure as well. Think about the compasses. But it's usually measuring motion, like the stars, like the sun and the moon. After one or zero, you get the number one, what they call one, which is a tower. That's when you, what is a tower? That's when you stack more than one of something on top of something. When you take zero, or see, if you take one cube and then you take another cube and start towering it up on top of it, once you add that first one, you get two blocks, but that two is now a tower. TOW, twin towers, twin twos. This is when I first made my work. This is in the past, my old videos, before 2020, predictions and stuff. Then next thing you know, the next pandemic, I said that something was going to happen. The pandemic hits, and it's still here to this day. 2020, towers, two, twin twos, 2022. Now, like I just said, this coming up here, ain't nobody trying to be no prophet, but I got the right to speak, and I ain't trying to see into the future. But I speak based on what I factually have witnessed as far as patterns in time, and also what I feel from within my heart and what I experience in dreams. Now, at the end of the day, next year, this year ain't been near as bad as 2020 like that. It was chaotic last year. But 2022, it's a lot of changes that's going to happen. That's why y'all see so much of this technology. That's something that y'all got to realize. It's going to be a war that's be sparked at some point. Darn near. If not darn near, guaranteed. The only reason I'm trying to not say guaranteed is because I don't want to. I really don't want to speak nothing into existence. But when you just look at it for facts and what it's based on, I mean, just look at other countries as having stuff forced on them, and it's war, nothing but anger and fighting. Period. So imagine that on a grand scale worldwide. It's only bound. That's why I say possibly and try not to say guaranteed because I don't want it to be guaranteed in my heart. But when you got people like certain people who be over here watching my stuff and act like they don't get stuff and only want to entertain smoke, such as on other people's panel, such as people who run their own panel themselves, that's what's bound. It's order out of chaos. They're going to create their chaos to get their order that they want. And y'all going to fall right into the trap. Y'all going to start fighting for what y'all want. And y'all been sitting up here on y'all ass wasting time all of this time. Sitting on y'all ass up here just on panels talking shit. Talking about the same old recursive shit. And it ain't going to amount to shit in the end. I don't say that to look down on nobody. I'm calling it for what it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Now, if y'all want to call my work shit, I dare you to do it. I dare you to do it. I dare you to do it, but prove it. Prove it. Because otherwise, you just in your emotions and you just hurt. And you can't. If you can't prove it, guess what? It don't mean nothing. I can prove that what y'all talking about ain't going to get nowhere. Because you know why? And you know how? Because guess what? 20 years ago, motherfuckers was arguing about the same shit. Talking about the same. So imagine 20 years from now, where people, y'all still gonna be on the computer talking about the same stuff, human origins, talking about the same old stuff that y'all can't change? Or is y'all gonna be expressing some form of a talent, utilizing it to help enlighten the world? Because that's what your talents really should be used for. That's where we start to have power. Them beats that y'all be making, because he ain't the only one. There's some of y'all out here who rap. Y'all need to stop rapping about other niggas. Stop rapping about dumb stuff, man. Irrelevant stuff, and put the enlightenment inside of the raps itself. Whatever it is that y'all be saying on these panels, do you not realize how amazing it would be if you put those lyrics into what you say? I mean, put those lyrics into the songs. That would be so impactful if a movement got focused on that, on the young cats. Y'all better take action while y'all young. See, a lot of y'all perceive yourselves when you're in your 30s and stuff like, y'all ain't old, dude. Y'all need to stop. Y'all being weak if you seeing yourself as old in your 30s. You cutting yourself short. Real talk. Old is all in the mind. So y'all can teach just the younger ones, the ones that's young, that's the generation under me. Because I'm approaching that 30 mark after a while. I'm at the 2.6. So at the end of the day, I'm still, I ain't gonna consider, I mean, I'm right there in between the youth and then intermediate. Right there in between. I'm on that line. If you want the main people who's impacting the youth at the core is the people that's around my age, about what they say in these rap songs. The ones who's up and above that, y'all need to start rapping about, y'all could change the whole game, bro. Be a change in something. Quit trying to do what everybody else doing. Stop following the wave. You don't see me following nobody wave. I'm doing me, bro. I ain't copying nobody. I am original to the core, literally. I ain't doing what nobody. I can rap too, whether you know it or not, whether you want to admit it or not. I can rap too. I can do that too. And I even used to make my beats. I've experimented with many different things, and then it's funny. I don't know what happened, but y'all know how I told y'all about my reflexes and stuff. Because I don't know what happened to me, bro. I don't know what happened, but my reflexes is crazy. Like some superpower type of reflexes, bro. I ain't even I ain't even lying, bro. It's like I can't explain where like I be catching stuff that shit that doing no look tosses and stuff like that. But anyway, bro, my basketball skills for what that was my favorite sport, and just not basketball, but martial arts as well. I don't know where it came from, but my martial arts ability. I don't even work out like I used to, but it all comes straight to the mind. I'm for whatever reason I'm more advanced than I used to be practicing, and that's real talk. Where was I going beyond that? Uh, Dang, I lost that one, man. I'm gonna charge that one to the game. But anyway, back to the whole diagram. Number 5, as you can see right here, that's the next level. You get 5 leaves. That's when your plant is officially grown. At this point, it's officially grown, and that's actually when it's at a 27-day mark. That's when it's at day 27. So if you inverse the whole growth operation in 0 and 9, day 0 through 9, you got this the 1 petal and 2 petal leaves. By the 3rd week, you will have um, the 3 leaves and everything. So if you inversed it as far as the numerology 0 and 9 up here in concurrence with the frequency of the leaves and stuff, if you can comprehend what I'm saying, it'll add up just like that. But if you pay attention to a marijuana plant grow from seed all the way up into an adult, they grow based on odd numbers. And the only time that I've witnessed and realized through other people's videos is at the end of the day, when they grow their stuff and they mess up on the light cycle or something like that, that causes the plant to stress out. And yes, it will grow like an odd type of leaf or something like that. Odd number type of leaf, like, and not odd literally, because I mean an even number. Sometimes like 4 leaves, a 4-leaf that's just not common. It's not common at all. Marijuana grows based on an odd number thing. And that's what I was saying earlier about the Chinese, not Chinese, but the tourists from the Angkor Wat video that I was showing. That tourist literally said that 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 in this culture, all odd numbers, are special numbers. 1, 3, 5 numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 7, 5, you're the best. He said, you're the best. Nigga, I'm the best. You ain't gonna tell me who ain't no who can't speak on no cosmology. Check your language and check yourself. I mean that shit, bro. I mean that shit. If anybody gonna put respect on somebody's name, you gonna put respect on mine. That go for everybody who watched this video. That go for everybody who rock with that nigga and put flames under his shit, knowing that this nigga don't do nothing but get up there and talk. And you see me on the other end working my ass off. How dare you? How dare your ass? How dare your ass? And that's why I'm going to triumph and come over every person who think negative under the sound of my voice. I'm going to overcome every last one of you who think even the increment of a negative of me. I mean, the smallest, minute, particulate amount of negative animosity towards me. I'm going to stomp on your ass like a bug. I'm going to stomp it out with success, with happiness. And I'm going to continue to help the world. I'm going to stand on my word. I mean that. All game plan is out the door. You want somebody to treat you like a sensei, like a guru? Nigga, you better realize it's more than one guru on the earth. You better look in the mirror. You better look in the mirror. And I ain't talking about a real. I'm like a mirror of you. I make you reflect on yourself. That's why niggas whole movements. Nigga gotta go on vacation when boy, real talk. That's how intense my energy is. And y'all want to call it negative. No, it's because when niggas start treating me right, that's where y'all would see a whole different PR Corey, a whole different me. If y'all just simply started treating me like I deserve to be treated. Period. I don't give a dog how much y'all feel like it's some type of y'all worship him. I don't need no worship. I ain't trying to be worshipped. But I know how impactful and how fact based, how serious my work is. And ain't nobody on the internet touching it. Literally. Nobody on the internet is touching it. And when I say touching it, I'm talking about they ain't coming close to it. When you talk about cosmology. When it's really only, when you look at it, it's only two of us really talking about it. Think about that. It's only two of us really talking about it. I follow all of these niggas almost. Almost. Other people that I don't follow, they have hood talks and stuff like that. Stuff that I'm just not interested in. I'm not entertaining that type of nonsense. You know, as far as, and I'm not calling the person nonsense. I'm just saying I'm not interested in, because I feel like, and I know that I look at us and people want to complain. Our people, so called, want to complain about where we at and how our people act. It's because y'all still glorifying and holding on to the hood. Man, look, bruh, y'all ain't built the hood. That hood was built for y'all just like the projects was built for y'all. Y'all still holding on to it. You hold on to the hood. Hood, hold, trap. Y'all don't get it, bro. And then y'all look at like he ain't no real nigga. Fuck you. Fuck what you think. Straight up. Straight up, partner. Fuck you if you say something like that under your breath. He ain't no real. Maybe I don't want to be perceived as so-called a real nigga. That's like, because everybody I see that call themselves a real nigga, they just be in a recursive cycle. They ain't doing nothing different. They ain't doing nothing that's gonna really revolutionize the people. Educating on nothing. If anything is regurgitated, and they just follow in the cycle. I'm my own man. If anything, I'd rather be looked at as a human being, just a man. I ain't fucked up about being looked at as a real nigga. That's just being real. Screw all of that. Screw all of that. I used to rock with that real nigga shit. But I see that everybody who rocks with that real nigga shit, all that they doing is keeping people in a hole. Period. And I ain't rocking with it, bro. I'm not gonna entertain nothing like that. And then they turn around and complain about where we at. I can't do it. But if to everybody who wear their own, wear the shoe if it fits you. Wear the shoe if it fits you. If you love, it's silly to me to complain about what we do, and then we just can't just drop a certain ideology. Forget the hood, bro. Move. And then you see Nick, what backs what I'm saying? How many people was just saying something about Young Dolph going back to his hood? The first thing people started talking about is, should rappers start going back to the hood? Should rappers stay away from going back to their hometown? You know how that's because we view our homes as a hood instead of just home. Y'all think that the stuff is just cool feeling and sounding to y'all. It's the hood. It's the hood, nigga. And then y'all get y'all ass on here and also talk about spells. I just said hood and hole. Y'all want to talk about spell cat, nigga? I'm probably one of the realest speaking niggas, if you want, on this mug, bro. And that ain't tooting no horn. That's fact based. Cause I'm focused. And the rest of y'all, I don't know about y'all, bro. It's almost hopeless, bro. It's very few. I ain't gonna say no names, man, but it's very few on here that I respect that's really I can see about that spiritual stuff. They ain't on here drinking. If anything, they smoke their weed. And they don't even be on here like that. On YouTube talking all the time. They don't be on here like that. And when they do come on here, they might hold a panel and that mug is fire. And they coming with some they talking about, they bringing content. They bringing gnosis. They ain't on no BS. They ain't on here for smoke. They're coming on here for genuine, I don't even want to say education, but enlightenment. Straight up. I mean, building generators and stuff like that. Never got off of that free energy path while another nigga just talking about it. I ain't trying to be nobody leader, bro. I ain't messed up about being no leader of nobody but myself. Period. The only thing that I am being a leader in, to be real and honest, when I think, because I'm not messed up about being a leader, but I can't help the fact that, hey, an architect is the cornerstone. Literally. I mean, literally, the architect is the cornerstone of something that gets built. I can't help the fact that this is my nature and this is this is my calling. I'm literally living on it. I'm staying focused. I was brought into this world to do exactly what I'm doing, and what I am doing, I'm the cornerstone of it. What is to be built as far as black people, when we talk about pyramids and hold on. When we talk about pyramids and all of this stuff, man, that our so-called ancestors built, why wouldn't y'all respect who trying to continue the tradition? Not only continue the tradition, but do it greater than the ancestors did. The reason why some of y'all don't support is because you jealous and it ain't you who doing it. It ain't you who started. So you just don't want to follow orders. I can't help it that the architect is who creates the order. That's exactly what I am. When you look at it, everything that's coming out of my mouth is order, like a judge. Order. Y'all niggas is chaotic. I'm banging the gavel 3 times, 4.5 times, and telling y'all it's order in the courts, in order in the core, in the quarry, in the court. It's order in the court, and I'm demanding. And if you do not follow the orders that I'm saying, as far as the architectural layout, bro, for the people in the future, it's not gonna go good if people can't submit to what I'm saying. And they want to just be like, oh, this nigga, just nonsense. You ain't the only one qualified to speak on no cosmology, partner. Remember that. If I got on the panel, I would not have this same energy that I've had in this video. Because you know why? I do not come on the panel to be arguing with niggas and doing all of that. Arguing and yelling and stuff. I come on there and I tell niggas, if I cut a nigga off when he talking on his own panel and he's saying some stuff that's fugazi, and I say that's not facts, bro. The nigga want to get disrespectful and get mad. You're not gonna cut me off with the that's not facts shit. I ain't gonna forget that shit, nigga. If you can talk shit, I can talk shit too. Who the fuck you think you is? I'm being real with that ass. I don't know who that nigga think he is, because that be that police type of mentality. You think just because you've been an officer and you've been in that position of talking to people any kind of way you want to, and having your buddies ride with you, rock with you with everything you say and do. So you feel content and protected in saying what you say. You got people in the chat always there. Same niggas get on your panel, your buddies. That's what make you feel good and content in doing what you do. You can't handle me intellectually one-on-one. I done stomped a mud hole in that ass twice, 3 times. And this is another time. This is another time. Not just about who is this, who is qualified for this. Even on the intellectual intelligence type of thing. A smooth pyramid is not, a step pyramid is not harder to build than a freaking smooth one. You dunce. Quit saying stupid shit. Stop it. Just stop. Damn, stop. I mean it for real. God, man, golly, stop it, dude. You waste of fucking time. Stop it. Because you ain't practicing what you preach. On your journey, stay humble and teach what you know. Practice what the fuck you said. And then that's where you might get some sensei type of respect from another sensei. I ain't seeing myself as no God. Like somebody else that said, the same individual that said. But you got me messed up if any nigga think that I ain't deserving no respect. I ain't gonna fight for no respect. I done told y'all that. Nigga, I'm honored that. I don't owe nobody nothing. My work itself is respected. My work itself speaks volumes. Period. Whether you like it or not. And if you don't think so, I'll open the floor to you for you to debate it. No nigga has done it yet. And think about that. Another nigga that is because if your stuff can be debated, bro, guess what, man? That mean it got holes in it. That mean it's possibly not true. Whenever people cannot debate something, that means it's the truth because it's a waste of time. It's gonna make you look stupid to try to debate it. That's why people don't debate my work, bro. Because it's the truth. All right? Accept that. It ain't no way around it. If anything, you're just making yourselves look like clowns at this point. Here's some physics for you. I want you to ball up your fist as well. The Fibonacci sequence I done told y'all last, that spiral, that 369 stuff, that ain't even in the Fibonacci sequence, and that's a spiral itself. The 45 degrees is what the whole spiral is built off of. The galaxy above, the whole Fibonacci thing, and you can't say that it's just any spiral. You got different shapes of spirals. No, sir. No, sir. Yes, you do have different shapes of spirals that can be created. But when you pay attention to nature and what Fibonacci was showing y'all, you go from 0 to 1. You add the previous number. 1 plus 0 equals 1. And then 1 plus 1 equals 2. And then 2 plus 1 equals 3. And then 3, I'm losing track. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. 13, and it go from there. That's what the sunflower seeds and so many other things, they carry out that consistent math. And it's micro, damn, something burning. It's micro and macro. So that's the universe. And that's what my work is showing y'all. Literally, bro, look, I'm not just speaking that shit. I had a lady actually on my Instagram page sent me a message. She said, micro and macro. That's the micro, the small, every single one of these is the same thing, bro. I just had to symbolize it because I ain't no doggone computer or microscope. You know how long it'll take me to make every last one of those the exact same? I'd never finish it at that point. I would not ever finish it in my life if I had to do every one of them perfectly. I made it as perfect, and that's what the Freemasons in my dream actually. I was in a lodge. I told my grandmother this dream just last night as well, and I told y'all this in the past, but it was when I started to perfect my work. It was after a dream that I had that I went into the Masonic Lodge, and when I was in the lodge, it was actually I was up in the air. It was like I was floating. So y'all think that when I said that about the in my post section, when I said that about if y'all, I'm really holding y'all to the shit y'all say too. If you want to act like astral projection and you can preach about it like it's real, and you want to say that Freemasons do this and that in the lodge, astral project your ass into the lodge and then come back and tell everybody the secrets. Tell us every password, because the ones that they publicize is not the end all be all is what I'm gonna say. That's what I will tell you. box, like y'all say. So astral project that ass into the lodge and then come back and tell what they do in there. Because it ain't just drinking. That's one thing another lady said over here. She said they just drink. That's not it. They ain't building them big old stone. And that's just what I'm telling you. They ain't building these big old stone Masonic temples just to go in there and drink. All right? You can do that at your house. All right? Open your mind, man. So astral project y'all ass in the lodge and then come back and say. Astral project yourself into Eastern Star Quarry and then come back and say, what's up? Since y'all know so much about astral projecting, so it's stand your ground. Since it's real, I stand on mine. I show and prove my work. Stand your ground and show what's real then. If it's so real, then do it. Proceed in any way. I had a dream that I went into the Masonic Lodge and I wasn't even ground level. I realized that I wasn't ground level. I was floating. I was floating and looking down at them like I was astral projecting. I was literally looking down at them and they was putting together my work. And they said, this is the closest it's going to get. They was, because my work has to be, it's like a puzzle. It's like a giant 45-degree puzzle, all based on a 45-degree angle. Wholehearted, no deviation from it. And literally I was in the dream and I was floating and looking down at them. And they said, this is the closest it's going to get. Now, what they were saying, I was thinking that it was just about putting it together. But when I paid attention to my work, I was thinking about the microscopic level. And when I woke up the next day, next thing I know, I'm doing it like it is, like you see on the screen right here, microscopic. Because before, I still got the old ones, because mind you, that's what took me in a prolonged time on it too. The first quarter that I did, which was 0, 1, 2, this right here, and that's so dope, bro. Because you can't see all my work, but you can see all my work. You can see the whole project right here. So what you see right here, where my mouse is 0, this 1, this 2, and then this 1 and 0, and 3 and 4 right here. This quarter right here. That was the first side that I started on. And when I was doing those, it was like I was an Enter the Apprentice. I didn't know, I wasn't perfected at my own work. I hadn't perfected it. I thought I was. And I was saying even then, it's worth millions of dollars. Because I was thinking about how big it was. That's all I was focusing on. Oh, it's going to be this big. I wasn't thinking about detail and the lasting, the testing of time and stuff like that. See, I know that this paper, and a lot of y'all probably say he drawing it on paper. He don't even realize it's going to fade. It's going to not last the test of time. Open your fucking mind, you dunces. What is this on paper? If you made this a statue, what would it be? Thank you. A pyramid. Open your fucking mind. What have I been saying I'm going to build? Have you heard of architecture? Thank you. That's my point, man. Some of y'all are so slow and you just want to think negative. You ain't rooting a nigga on like white people do. Them white people be rooting a nigga on. Now I just had some recently. I just had some white. It's getting intense because they wanted to start claiming they. I ain't gonna even go into that, man. I already squashed them bugs right there. I got them bugs squashed. And like I say, we ready if we gotta sue anybody for anything at all. And don't worry about who we is. Just know that ass will find out. And I mean every word, straight up. So yeah, this quarter right here that you see, I had to redo actually. This all of that quarter right there, I got to redo. And guess what, y'all? I just got back to it. I'm at the 0 right now. And as we speak, the only numbers that I got to complete, if you want to know the progress of my work, is this. Not this one down. I got everything down here done. Except this number 9 right here. Half of this number 9 on the bottom. Half of number 9 on the bottom. And this whole number 9 I have not even started yet. Right there. All right. 0 is the one that I'm completing right now. This zero that y'all had saw me, that's where I actually discovered the Nazca lines. All right. Not discovered the Nazca, but saw the video about it. Not discovered the Nazca line. But uh and then the only ones that I have to do as far as draw out the outline, color it in, cut it in half, cut everything into 45 degrees, do the outline, and then do the microscopic level. That's why it takes so long, because it's like 9 stages it's literally 9 stages that I got to go through. Literally, I counted the stages. It's 9 stages in order for me to get it to look like. And the last stage actually is coloring this one in. If you wonder why I haven't colored in the big numbers yet, that's to reduce smudging. Because when I start drawing and mind you, my face is being drawn into the background. So a nigga putting in real work, bro. I don't know about the rest of y'all. So what? Just because y'all work a corporate job, y'all think that's something to brag about? Okay, yeah, y'all get y'all money. I respect that. I don't talk down on nobody, bro. As far as what they do, straight up. But I know one thing for a fact. This right here ain't none of you niggas. That's where I'm divine from, y'all. None of you niggas can say that you discovered it first. None of you niggas can say you did it first. None of you niggas can even say you did it at all. My face is going to be known with my work. That's a power that God gave me, a divine calling. Just like them Nazca lines drawing. I'm a drawer, artist, draftsman, whatever you want, architect as well. Cause I can draw buildings. I can draw anything I put my eyes on. Y'all just don't see me expressing that. But that's to come. That's what 2022 is going to be all about. Because the number 2 is about creation as well. That's what you have to have in order to create anything. 2 people. All right. When I draw with my hands, I got to have 2 fingers on the pencil. In order to create anything, you got to have 2 in most cases within this world to create. All right. To create a painting, you need a pencil, but you need the paper. How you gonna paint anything if you ain't got the utensil to create it? The medium. All right. So 2022 is gonna be a lot of changes. That's where the completion of this. I know it ain't gonna be done before the end of this year. We got almost 2 weeks left in this year. Almost 2 weeks. I know it won't be done before the end. There's no possible way in human. I didn't really got some superpowers if I do that. Because I have seizures and I get drained, and that's part of what keeps me behind too. Because I got to drink a lot of coffee in order for me to stay. That's why I stopped working out too, because my heart be bothering me sometimes because I drink too much coffee. I drink way too much coffee. Way too much coffee just for me to stay up and grind though. Because if I don't do it, literally, I have seizures all the time when I ain't got my medical marijuana. I have so many seizures to where it makes my brain tired. Your brain is what controls your nerves. It don't matter how big y'all think my seizures is, bro. Everybody who get cut don't bleed the same. If I cut 2 different people, if I cut 10 different people in the same spot, the same amount, everybody gonna get the same length. Everybody gonna bleed a different amount. Some people gonna bleed a lot. Some people gonna bleed a little bit. You know why I just said that? I'm saying that because it's an analogical way for me to let you know everybody body different, bro. So just because you see me have them small little seizures and you probably perceive it as there's people out here who have worse seizures and stuff, bro. Well, everybody body react different. And I can't help it how my body react. All I know is God knows that I try hard as a mug. I try harder than I should, man. I drink coffee 12 hours through the day sometimes just for me to stay up and get my work done. I will work 18 hours. If sleep didn't exist, I wouldn't go to sleep. I'd get it done. And my grandmother probably tell somebody that. Literally, bro. I work hard. I ain't got to be on here showcasing like no slave for nobody. I don't owe nobody that. I owe humanity the work that I'm very doing right here. If you don't appreciate that, you the problem, not me. But your kids gonna appreciate it, whether you want it or not. Whether that ass want it or not. No matter what your ass think of me or not. If your old ass even can have kids or got kids, probably already have them. So at the end of the day, they're gonna be playing Foursquare. I'm saying it because there's literally one other thing that I can do so much stuff with this till it ain't funny. Foursquare, if you look at most Foursquares, it's built on the elements. It got the color of the elements as well. I just thought about that. The colors when we used to play, they used to be one of my favorite games to play when I was in 5th grade. Every color is a different, every square is a different color. The ball hit the line and I forgot how it all worked. But the ball just ain't supposed to hit no line. So every one of them squares actually was always colored a consistent of the elements. I didn't understand. You don't understand stuff like that when you're young because you ain't at this stage of gnosis yet. Of course, as a child, you want to. It's fun being in the unknown a lot as a child. That's where the mystery in life is at. That's why you don't tame it. You let a flower blossom. So they'll be playing on something like this, and they won't even know. They won't even realize what they playing. My eye, of course, I don't want my eye in the center of the 4 squares that they have. I wouldn't want that. I just for that, I wouldn't want that. Ain't that egotistical for the kids to where my eye gotta be right there in the center of it. No, man. People gonna know who created this based on that disc that's being built at the end of the day, and my face in the background with the eye in the center, tilted at a 45-degree angle, like Saturn in the sky. A lot of y'all so scared of Saturn. Y'all just scary. Everything y'all say about Saturn, y'all got to realize, and that y'all hear about these teachers, so-called from Saturn, you got to realize, man, Saturn ain't never came down to the planet and told nobody, hey, I'm evil. I'm evil. Y'all better watch out. And let me go back up here in the sky. Saturn ain't ever came down and said no stuff like that, man. So you have to realize that everything that is said about that planet and associated negatively with that planet is man. That's the man-made stuff, not more than what y'all perceiving even as numbers. Because what y'all saying about numbers being man-made is, if you think so, that's false as a mug. All right. Frequency is not just man, the creator created frequency in its divine source. Frequency in numbers is it's a synonym, basically. Frequency, frequent, how often, frequent, vibration, vibrate, rate. When you look at ratings usually have a one way to do it is on a scale, a pictogram, and a graph. A graph, literally a bar graph. Think of bar graph. That's what you see right here. Bars, bar graph. Like the signal, the bars on your phone in your upper right hand and left hand corner. That's a graph. That's frequency. It's a signal. And if you look at that, it's just like when you speak, spikes, speaking. That's what this is, speaking. Up and down, up and down. That's what this is. Spoken into existence. Goodness, man. Oh my goodness, man. Wow, bro. Boy, life been amazing, man. Life has been amazing for me, man. I've been through so many different phases. I've been to where people, it's somewhat of a shock as well too, because like, man, when you've been at the point where you've literally been treated so amazingly by even stars, what people consider as stars and celebrities and stuff like that, and then I mean, you've been at the highest of the highest. darn near. Coming from where I'm from. Coming from where I'm from. Because people don't hear about Arkansas like that. Straight up. And the artists that have come from Arkansas that is widely known like that, all they about, is money. They fitting in, basically. Nobody has stood out. I was an artist that stood out. And those stars, those celebrities, every one of them that I met, they gave me condolences and they did what they did for a reason, man. They saw something in me. And I know it's something in myself. I know that I act like I act for a reason. And I know that people act like they act for no good reason at all. No good reason. You can't tell. Not one of you niggas can tell me. And I dare you. I'm waiting on you. Not one of you niggas can tell me. And I'm going to say this right now. I said in the past that if you can't do this, then I'm going to call you exactly what it is for what it is. You pussy at this point. Tell me what it is you got a problem with me about. What's up? What's up? Since y'all so buck, y'all do all of this craziness, man. What's your problem with me? Why you don't hit the like button? Why you so inconsistent? Why you so fake? Why you want to drop through and only be so short, but you don't do the same with other people? What's your issue? What you done heard? What you done heard? Come on. What the fuck is up? What's up? Now or later. You can say it now or later. I ain't looked at this, but guess what? I swear to God, I ain't looked, and I don't do that a lot. I don't do that a lot at all. I swear to God, I ain't looked at the chat even once. I ain't looked at the chat even once since I have been streaming. I ain't looked at the chat once. So surprise me. Surprise me. Now or later. During this video or after I cut this video off. What the fuck is up? Because at this point, you niggas pussy and you're haters. Period. I gave you the benefit of the doubt a couple of videos ago and said I don't sense no pussy in none of y'all. I gave y'all the benefit of that. Because y'all get bucked with everybody else and y'all want to talk all this shit. I'm not trying to start nothing. Y'all don't see me on here starting nothing, but damn it, I know when something's up. I know when I deserve better treatment. You got niggas up here who got hundreds of thousands of followers and they still sitting up here acting like a daggone child, whining about people not hitting the like button. Nigga, you got hundreds of thousands of followers, bro. You good, dude. You greedy at this point. You got another brother over here who doing way better than you, got more talent than your ass, literally, because I can rap just like you. I can make my beats. I probably ain't, now the beat making, I ain't gonna say, the beats and stuff I perfected because I ain't even do that long. But for me to not have ever done that, I was pretty all right at it. I ain't gonna gas myself up on that. Hold on. Now, what was I saying? Gas me up. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That see, I be having a. I get when y'all hear me pause like that. That be me having a seizure, and I be stopping. So think about how many times y'all done heard me pause. I ain't even counted. I think it been about 3 or 4 times. I ain't gonna. Yeah, about 3 or 4 times. So I mean, I have to stop myself so that I don't end up to try to minimize the whole seizure and everything, man. I have to do the best that I can. But yeah, like I was saying, I ain't gonna gas myself up with the beats thing. But what I can do is draw. It draws well. That's why I say I'm more talented than these niggas. So niggas got a reason to hate on the C, but the C ain't got no reason to hate on none of you niggas, bro. No reason at all. No reason at all under the sun, moon, and stars, bro. When you got this right here and you making history, bro. Literally. when you wasting no time and you actually proving something about time itself that humanity ain't ever known. Who would have ever known that noon? Who would ever pay attention to, first off, that noon means 9? I just gave y'all a hint in that previous video with the 12. Noon, 9. Look it up. That's what noon comes from. Noon and 9. Who would have ever thought that it's an 18-hour clock? I'm telling y'all right now, it is. If you got a clock that's based on the circadian 12, what the heck, when I'm showing y'all the vortex-based diagram that y'all saw Marco Rodin create based on the circle, which is a clock, that's what you see my work as. I didn't copy Rodin. If anything, I proved the frequency aspect that Rodin now didn't even see, and then doubled it. Okay? Because when you put the 9, 1 through 9 on the circle, you don't see that in nature. At nowhere. You don't see that in nature. 45-degree angles are found all throughout nature. All throughout nature, bro. 4.5 is found all throughout nature, bro. It's not emphasized on the circle, on vortex-based math. Crystallization is found all throughout nature, bro. You ain't gonna find these man-made characters 1 through 9 wrote around the perimeter like you see on the clock. You're not gonna see that. But what that does show, and what it does, I'm not dethroning his work, because it is, and actually what I had said, the truth is, the real truth is, which I already showed in the past, is that that come from the Freemasons. If Marco Rodin is a Freemason or not, I don't know. But what I did show and prove is that the Freemasons know about all of that, bro. They already know that. With the circle and the 9 around it, that's what they hold 32nd degree encampment. And actually, even before they got degrees lower than that, that actually already started talking about the 1 through 9. It's already there. It's already there. But what the Freemasons ain't got, that you ain't gonna find in their degrees, bro, is this. Yes. That ass ain't gonna find it. And they know it. I got 33rd degree Freemasons following me, bro. Not gonna say no names. Don't worry about who it is. If you know who it is what it is. Shout out to them, though. And what I ain't gonna do is yeah, I'm gonna keep it at that. Period. It's a reason that, and if I'm wrong on something, bro, they were. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all something, man. I didn't got into an argument, and I never forget that. Yeah, I got into an argument with one of these 33rd degree Freemasons long ago. It was a long time ago. I can't even remember what year. It was so hazy back then, man. I want to say it was 2018, probably. Either one of the two, then or 17. One or two. And what we was arguing about was the white people, basically that stuff that causes argument. That's like, the history of, that's why they, I guess, try to stay away from politics and stuff in the lodge as well. So they say. But we argued about the white people being over here already and stuff like that. They know who I'm talking about if I spark a bell. if I ring a bell, they might even. Look, I didn't listen to one of the streams, and they didn't even say it. They said, you might think we forgot about something, but we ain't forgot about it. I know 9 times out of 10 they ain't forgot about it. 9 times out of 10, straight up. But I'm mentioning that because, look, man, not only did I get in an argument with them then, they was trying to check me then and correct me then. They get on y'all shit when y'all talking nonsense and will dog the shit out of y'all. Dog the shit. Dog the shit. When y'all think that y'all spitting some facts and talking some nonsense. If they feel up to it, they will do that. They have done it. But what they ain't did is do that over here. And I know that they would. I know that they would, bro. This they fraternity that I'm talking about. This they whole organization. And that's why I say, bro, I know that I'm adding something to bro, it can't help them do nothing but grow. This adds to their history. Hold on. This adds to their history. They not in the Nazca lines, bro. They not in the Nazca lines. Y'all get on here and shout that Freemasons built the pyramids. They did this. They did that. They tainted history here. They tainted history there. I'm telling y'all one thing. Them Nazca lines is based, especially the part that I'm on, and only I'm on. I'm telling you right now, it's straight based on the truth. I'm telling you right now, the square and compasses, no matter what y'all think about it, it's a disguised truth. If you want to say disguise, that really ain't the appropriate word for it. The reason why P.R. Corey say that it's the guardians, that the square and compasses means the guardians of the underworld, is because if you look at the bottom of my work right here, I can't tilt this or rotate this picture, so that's a jacked up. Let me see if I can actually. I don't know. Let's see. Nope, I can't do that. But just tilt your head for the sake of it. If you tilt your head at a 45-degree angle, either way, left or right, you got the bottom right here, or you got the bottom right here. All right, that's the underworld. So that's why I'm telling y'all what a sigil is. If you look into the sigil of Saturn, the sigil of Saturn is made by the magic square. 1 through 9, the magic square. That's what the sigil of that. But y'all, goodness, man, 1 through 9 and math. What y'all gonna say, man? Math is evil now. Numbers is evil now. But anyway, what I'm saying is, this is the square down here. The checkerboard floor is at a 45-degree angle. That's what a checkerboard, chessboard, however you want to call it. The reason why I say checker more preferably is because checker deals with chakra. Checker, chakra, check, chakra. And I ain't the first to say that. Sanchez has said that as well with the checker, chakra. Yeah, that dude done said that. You see how simple that is? I ain't got no problem with saying when a nigga done said something first. But I ain't gonna sit up and act like I'm the first nigga to say it when I know damn well I ain't. That's where you's just a fool and a asshole. Too caught up in yourself to give another nigga that credit and want to see another nigga shine. You can't hold the throne forever. I sure ain't planning on doing it. I hope somebody younger than me come behind me and can do something greater than I did. That's straight up, and I mean it. Ain't nobody just saying that. And that's how y'all niggas need to think. But y'all sorry asses hating on y'all niggas too old to be hating on a young nigga. Not supporting a nigga that's younger than y'all. Y'all niggas older than me. All of y'all. I'm the youngest out of all of y'all, and I'm outdoing all of y'all with this shit. Real talk. I see why niggas hate. Just because of that I just said. Ain't matter if I see that shit. That's part of it. That's part of it. That's part of it. The other shit personal. Like I said, I give a flying 2 fucks. And 3 if I could, if you shit. If you think I give a fuck, you just don't know. Well, I don't know what world y'all living in. Fuck y'all, bro. I don't care what y'all think about the sea. That's straight up. Now, when you look at a square and compasses, like I was saying, this down here, it can really go. See, the thing is about this, because you got micro and macro. And really ain't gonna say that with this right here, because see, it's many. It's ain't gonna say many. It's about 2 or 3 different. Well, let me see. One. Well, hold on. One. That's one of them. And then you got the second one, which will go down to what you see right there. So it's almost like an echo chamber that you see right here. And what am I saying that for? What I'm saying is this down here is at a 45-degree angle. That's the Masonic square that you see, all right, of measurement to make a square. Line 9 equals line. You draw a line. This is a line right here. I told y'all when you zoom in on the center where my eye was at, y'all, okay, this is where my eye is at right here on the big whole thing. You see these black symbols, squares, which is what they are. They're symbolizing, simplifying, simplifying the center of my work. Hold on, let me go back to. And it's 4:50. I ain't looked at the clock either all this time. It's 4:54. I'm gonna go to recents because that's usually the fastest. There we go. If you go into the center, what do you see? Now I want y'all to think about the water spout that the man has shown in the past, where the water spout is doing what it's doing. It's spitting up from the top. You got a line going straight up through here too. All right. And that's what that's showing y'all right there. Those black squares that you saw, my eye is right here. And you got the big 0 through 9 square being started from right here where the 4 and 5 is at. This is where 0 and 9 is at. All of this stuff is based on a 45-degree angle. You got 0, 9, 9, 0. It's the same consistency. This is before I had this finished. I've already completed this up here. So it's advanced now. 9, 0, and 9, 0. All right. That right there is a line. Is what I'm getting at. 9 equals line. So if you draw a line right here and you draw a line right here, you get the square. You get the Masonic square. It's that simple. It's not hard to get. God, man, it ain't hard to get, bro. It is not hard. You make it hard if you want to, but you're just being stupid. That's all I can say. I hate when that happens. Hate is a strong word. Anyway, what I was saying was it's like an echo chamber, and it's two ways that you can look at it. As far as the sigil of the Masonic square, and the reason why I'm going back with the going to saying with the guardians of the underworld. What are we under? We are under the stars above, which is what the Nazca Estrella is communicating. It's not communicating the underworld. All right. If anything, the frequency of the underworld or something was used to help measure out and make the lines, some type of semantics. If you think about, if you were the creator, what would rocks be? If you look at a semantic board, the equivalent of that would be like the salt crystals that you put on a semantic board. So when you look at the Nazca lines and all of those different Nazca Estrellas / stars that I showed y'all in that documentary couple years, like last year, and not couple years, that's stretching it. Last year, that's why I speculated that they could have been made by some semantic type of technology. As far as the Nazca, some of the Nazca lines, based on what they saw some type of alien aircraft do. Yes, I said alien, extra land. If it's flat or round. If you think we the only thing here, if this earth is infinite, you silly. Therefore, anything that comes from a foreign land, they call it an alien. All right? It's simple. It ain't got to be no green man, whatever you want to think. Yes, I said alien, story done. It is what it is. All right? Period. So what I'm saying is guardian of the underworld is down here under the line. We are looking up at the stars. So the upper world is where you see the pyramid. That's why I told y'all the pyramids that were built, when you go inside of them, it's like going into basically like the earth. Again, that's why when you actually think about the Great Pyramids, they say that it was built based on the dimensions and measurements of the earth. It's not they said, it's facts. The only way that you can say that it ain't facts is the fact that they line it up with the globe. And then your favorite teacher will tell you that that means nothing. I'm not going to be short-minded and act like it just means nothing. I'll look into anything. Both of those cosmological diagrams have room to where they make sense. The globe and the flat earth. Both of them make sense in many ways. Both of them have holes in many ways. Still, no flat earther can tell me what if, based on the grid, if you put a grid over the earth, or not, let me just simplify it. What's a 45 degree? What is 45 degree navigation on the earth? How do you travel 45 degrees on a flat earth? If east to west is curved, what is 45? If east to west is going in a circle, what the heck is 45 degrees, which is the diagonal of east to west, which is left to right, making a big old circle? What is 45 degrees? A spiral? Is that what you're saying? Like the Fibonacci? I don't think so, because it don't make sense if you actually chart it out on a map, is what I'm saying. That's a deeper level of thought that flat earthers ain't going to go to, though, because they not focused on those 45 degrees, which is my point, dealing with cosmology. But anyway, we are under the upper world. You see the stars above, which is an upper world that most people even trying to get to. All right, so-called heavens. But what I'm saying is, when you look at any Masonic square and compasses slash that sigil, if you want to call it that, the top of it either has an eye, and that's the center, the circle part that's in between the compass's legs that connects them, basically, the circle part. It's usually divided into 45 degrees or an eye, one of the two. The eye is the 9th letter. That's why you see me put this eye right here on my work, because it's the same thing right here in the center that I'm trying to explain with this underworld, guardians of the underworld thing. Now, what is a guardian? A guard. And what do guards do? They gatekeep. And what does a gatekeeper do? They keep you out. Think about that, bro. That's so powerful what I just... That's... Ain't nobody else said that. Think about that, bro. They keep you out. Guardian of the underworld. Y'all got to think about that, bro. Because even I'm thinking about it even more than I'm saying. Guardian of the underworld, bro. Guardians of the underworld. G, the G. That's what I'm getting at. Bruh. Oh, man, look. The other way, that's what I was telling y'all about the square and compasses from the Nazca lines, actually. Because in the center of it, that's what I'll go back to my eye, actually, too, and show that. In the center of it, I was telling y'all, when you look at the Nazca lines, they point to the numbers 1 and 8 specifically. But you can see, if you had the eyes to see it, it looks just like the square and compasses. If you pay attention to the square and compasses, the legs always go over the square. For a master, it goes over the square. And for the entered apprentice and fellow craft degrees, the legs can go in or out, under, or they either go in. The left and right legs go under or over. Synonymous with both of those, which applies to that degree. All right. But once you become a master mason, what symbolizes a master mason is the compasses being over the square, both legs over the square, and that's what you see at the Nazca lines. All right. And they point to these dots that land on 1 and 8 on my work. So think about what I'm saying right here. If you take any square and compasses logo because they open their square and compasses usually to it. Now, some lodges or jurisdictions or whatever that create the symbols and stuff responsible for them, they'll deviate from it and just, I guess, for whatever reason, freehand, I guess is the best explanation. But the compasses are always usually at a certain angle. This is 4 and 5 right here. This is the center of a 4 and 5. This is a 4 and 5 at that. A 4 and 5 right here. The angle or the numbers 1 and 8, if you pay attention, is right here. You got 1 and 8 and you got 7 and 2. So from right here to about right here, 1 and 8 and 72. There was a Mason who I talked to in the past who mentioned something about the number 72. It's actually another Mason that I follow, and they mentioned the 72 as well. 72 demons is what they was talking about. And you know I ain't rocking with no stuff like that. But that's going into that Guardians of the Underworld stuff. Guardian, keeping out, keeping certain people from certain information. Everything underground is secret. That's why they call it underground rap. Stuff that people ain't heard of. All right. And so it points to set, and then you can do it the alternative echo way, which is down here from the eye, and go from here to the 3 and the 6. 3 right here and 6 right. Well, yeah, I had it right the first time. 3 and 6, like that. So if you carry that same angle that's created from that up here, you can get, it goes right between the 1 and the 8 and the 7 and the 2. That's what's being shown on the Nazca lines. The Nazca Estrella right there. I'm glad I got that right there, man. I'm really glad I ain't got to get out of this. Golly. Dude, childish. Senseless. Golly, man, again. Man. Oh, man, this is not cool. This ain't playing with me right now. Oh, man, come on now. This is crazy. Every time I accidentally hold it a little bit, it want to bring that mess up. That's probably about that's about the closest we're going to get it. But this is 4 and the 5 right here. On my work, 1 and 8 is in the direct center of these 45-degree triangles right here. Isosceles right triangles is what that is. The dots that you see. What I'm getting at is that this angle that's created right here. You see how it overlaps it just like the square, which is right here, the 4 and the 5. Like I showed, 4 and 5 it makes the square 45-degree angles. Man. Oh boy. So I'm gonna go back to my work so you can see it, and I'm gonna get on out of here. To be honest. I don't know how close this one can get. You being real ignorant, computer. Real ignorant. So right here, like I said, line. It all makes a line that connects. And what this is showing to you is pixel. Y'all probably say, well, if you take this, anybody with good eyes and a good inquisitive mind will look at this and see the line that's coming through. As you continue to expand it outwards like that, you will see that this line will meet right here in this area, right here, and then it'll meet right here. Like I told y'all, line is line. What this is showing to y'all is the pixelization of pixels. That's why this looks like pixels, literally, like the pixels on the TV. So it'll still meet right here in the center area. So the line, the true square is being made right here. That's why you see on my work right here, it comes out to make oh man. You see these right here? All of these have the black, the 0 through basically 0 and 9, and it makes a square, a perfect line to make a square. Because that's what's going on. So 1 and 8 is right in the center of that. Right in the center. The eye, which is the center. I made sure that this phone right here, where you see my phone at, let me zoom it up. Dang. You can see, Lee. You can see the reflection of my eye, of my phone in my eye right there. I did that for a reason because it's showing how it's zooming in. You can zoom into these Nazca lines at all 4 of those points, those corners, cardinal direction corners. This right here, my eye right here in the center of this phone is the very center of the whole work. The very center. The epitome of the center. Not just this pupil, but the center of this eye that's within this eye. I measured that out to make it like that on purpose. And when you measure, these lines that you see in the center of the Nazca lines is going to the 1 and the 8, just like the 108 lingams mentioned in Angkor Wat. It's going to 1 and 8. And I was actually going to draw the lines. I'm still speculating on drawing the lines, or I'm going to find some other type of way to do it on there, to maybe through dotted lines or something. But once you look at the Nazca lines and then you look at my work, that's going to be one thing that helps people comprehend, besides the box, and it's the obvious box looking open box in the center. That's just one thing. But yeah, man, I just wanted to this has been a presentation, and I ain't did one this long and thorough in quite some time. But niggas got the game fucked up. I mean, all the way fucked up. Man, I mean, if you think that you the only nigga, you behind if anything. I'm telling your ass that. I know one of your little foot soldiers gonna run to you. I know that. You behind at this point. You catching up, and that's why, and you've been behind. Once I stepped into the game, that's what people hate on. They think that you copying somebody else. Ain't nobody copying that, man. I've been saying this about the planets. I made my own, and niggas gonna be in the chat talking about it's regurgitated. Y'all see one person make an argument, and y'all probably be like, yeah, somebody got that nigga finally. Somebody beat him. Ain't nobody beat me in shit. Ain't nobody beat me in shit. How many of y'all, the creator, let me tell y'all this too. I was going to show this. This is where divine mathematics, everything is right in front of y'all. All right? Think about the X and the 12. Now, I'm going to leave after this because this was amazing to me. I ain't going to lie. I'm from where? I'm from Arkansas. That's where I'm from. What does the Bible say about signs and the times in the sky? All right? That's talked about, right? I'm from Arkansas. I'm not predicting the future. These people made these diagrams. It's fact-based. If you observe the stars and stuff like that, you can predict this type of stuff. That's their work. Hold on. And what I'm getting ready to say right here is, look at these numbers. Look at the dates of these numbers and think about this, bro. This is crazy. I just did a show where but made a small little video, and y'all be thinking shit just be meaningless and stuff. But that's why I tell y'all don't have no power over the creator. This is up above. Can't none of us control that, dudes. Y'all got to realize that. None of us control the skies. And if you want to start talking about blue beam technology and stuff like that, well, dude, before this blue beam stuff came around, even years ago, these eclipses were predictable, bro. Our ancestors did this same type of work, and they didn't even have, so said, but in my opinion, 9 times out of 10 they had some type of technology more organic and even better than what we got to predict that stuff. All right, But what I'm about to show right here is amazing. I just did a show where I said, pay attention to this X. My eye is in the center. I'm from the capital. I just did shows on Anchor White where this is a capital, all right? The center, the capital, all right? The center, bro. Anchor White. Zoom out. Damn. Excuse me, language. There's the capital right there. Most of y'all places around got a capital, a state capital, and they look like that. That's what the capital is right there. That's what Angkor Wat, that's what it actually means. If you go to those people, since somebody else is the only person qualified to speak on ancient cosmology, well, quite frankly, better than the both of us, I feel like the people who's actually from there is actually more qualified to speak on it as well. But I could guarantee you, they wouldn't like the negative energy that's between two brothers in the first place. They wouldn't, none of the ancestors would like that. But I tell you what, you can sit up and act like you said you doing this for the ancestors, act like you're doing that for the ancestors. But look here, man. They know who got good in their heart and ain't got no evil in their heart. Ain't hating on the next one. And when I say that I ain't hating on this dude, bro, I'm not, man. I'm not hating on this dude, bro. I'm showing y'all where, bro. Ain't nobody can do what I'm doing. I got no reason to hate on him, bro. This stuff that's linking up with the creator, I just showed y'all one thing. There was just one thing with the 4 and the 5 astrology, Jupiter and Saturn, the conjunction just last year. And people can't argue against that. 4, 5, and 1. If the earth is flat, that means that all of the planets, if you count them in order, in chronological order, that means that Jupiter is the 4th planet and Saturn becomes the 5th planet. And then Mercury, which was the alignment that happened right after, and this all was the star of Bethlehem. Right after that, Mercury is the 1st planet. All right. And this is based on even what even the ancestors agree with that. All right. That's not regurgitated. That's not regurgitated like that dumbass fool said in his chat, which he couldn't prove. Silly ass dude. So this is a capital. That's what Angkor Wat means. Now, what am I about to show? Before I go on these terms, because it's all like a puzzle, and I ain't do this on purpose. I'm just going straight from my heart, and it's amazing how it lines up. It's so amazing how it lines up because I know it's just divine creation, man. I'm in sync with the universe, bro. I meditate. Regardless of what y'all think about how mad I get. Look, man, look, man, I'm intact with my emotions, and I just got strong emotions. That's all it is. You can call it emotional as much as you want to. Look, bro, I ain't even trying to think on no type of physical type of nothing. I ain't thought about that since I made this video. But when it come down to it, bro, it ain't just based on no emotions, bro. So if you got that in your mind, you got stuff screwed up with me. Fucked all the way up. I'm not just no emotional ass dude. I'm intact with my emotions like some of y'all robotic ass niggas ain't. Some of y'all niggas ain't even intact with y'all emotions. I'm glad and I stand on it. I'm happy to be what y'all call emotional, nigga. Got feelings. I ain't no robot. Straight up. I ain't gotta act a certain way to be perceived as no man to y'all, nigga. What is respect when it's coming from an unrespectable, when it's not even coming from a respectable person? Straight up. So fuck y'all respect if you think anything low of me. I already told y'all if you got any increment, municipal, minute, particulate amount of disrespect or disdain, negative energy, negative thoughts about me, fuck you. Straight up. All right? I wish you the greatest, but when I say, let me stop cussing, man. I'm trying to stop doing that, but y'all drive a nigga to that through y'all ignorance. And I'm going to say, forget you. Forget you. Straight up. Forget you, bro. Forget you. You forgot it. 2022 equals change. I'm saying that it's fact-based. Watch it. Watch it. It's right in front of your face. Forget you, bro. If you got any type of negative, niggas can't even too pussy to even say what their issue is. Crazy. Now, what I'm showing, golly, dang. Before I go, I just said what I said about the number 12, right? Now, it's quite obvious that this is going right over Arkansas. This is where I'm from, passing right through it, bro. I can't make that up. How many states is it? Think about geometry. Think about how big the earth is, how big this earth, how huge this earth is, and this alignment could have hit anywhere on the earth, bro. It could have hit Missouri. It could have hit Missouri. It could have hit Louisiana. This X could have been made in the center of the ocean, as big as the ocean is. Are you serious that y'all don't have the mind to not realize how in sync that it is, that I'm not making this happen and that the creator can only make something happen to communicate certain stuff to y'all, times and everything like that, to bring your attention to certain stuff, your attention, to alert you. Because see, as much as that's why I'm glad that this is amazing, because no matter how ignorant y'all, because y'all really think that y'all got power through ignorance is what I sense. Y'all think that just because y'all don't hit a like button that y'all stopping something. I'm telling y'all right now, y'all got shit screwed, and because I'm talking about the creator for the sake of it, I'm trying to stop not cuss. But y'all got stuff confused, bro. It's right in front of y'all. Y'all ain't controlling nothing. You ain't no God. You ain't stopping nothing. It don't matter how much you test the waters and try to not like something. The creator got me. I said it in the past, and I'm going to continue to do good and stay focused and keep my head to the sky, literally, because the skies is letting me know something, letting everybody know something. It ain't got, y'all just don't want to accept the fact when something he think he's special. Yes, I am special. I am special. I am special, and I ain't saying that I'm better than anybody. I'm special. I'm especially glad to say that. If you got a problem with it, you just hate him. He think he's special or something. You just hate him. You mad, and you don't even know why you mad. Probably. Now, what I'm about to show is, I just did a show where I showed the X, the 12 degree, not 12 degrees, but the 12 spoke circle, a circle cut into 12 congruent sections instead of 8 congruent sections like a 45-degree base circle. I showed the linkage between 12 and 45 degrees. It's the 12 that y'all, everything is based on as far as time, it's only sparked from the 9 circle, bro. That's what y'all ain't realizing. It's sparked from that. That's real talk. Now, all right, I said and I showed what is 9 plus 8. 9 plus 8 is 17. All right, 17. All right, what's 17 plus 7? 24. Is it here? 24. 24. I can't make that up. It's right in front of your face. It's making an X, mind you. Think, mind you. It's making an X. X marks the spot, bro. X marks the spot. You got 0, 1, and 2. This all is within the 12 that I showed. All right? 1 and 2 is 12. I said that 1 plus 2 is 3, 12. When you theosophic reduction, digital rooted, 1 plus 2 equals 3 with 12. Look at the dates, man. Look at them dates. August 8, 12, 2045. All right? I ain't rushing to get there. I'm not rushing to get there. I ain't rushing life, man. The sooner I get there, the sooner that we get there, the shorter the life is. That's just rushing your hourglass, rushing the sand of your hourglass to the bottom. All right. 45, 2045. I can't make this up. And y'all hear somebody talking about a 2045 initiative agenda. I got my own 2045 agenda, and it's called solution. It ain't called something, but it's solution based. Not to be going with this so-called 2045 agenda because that somebody else is speaking on just to make 45 sound so bad because they ain't got no other way to make it sound bad. So they want to make it sound bad and keeps people away from the true enlightenment of 45 that I'm showing because they hating on the nigga and want to be the only one talking about cosmology. That's why I'm talking about cosmology, the universe, the stars, and it's right in front of your face. And you can't go against the creator. You sitting up talking like you really about something. Nigga, I'm really with this, bro. I'm really with this, man. I'm really with it, bro. I'm really putting in work. And it don't matter how much y'all look over it. The greatest person to be appreciated by is the creator. Person, entity, the divine. And y'all ain't got that. 2045. Now, not only there, we got 2024, buddies. I just showed y'all that 9, 8, and 7 equals what? Let me do it again for the remedial ones in the back of the classroom. Stop twirling your pencil. 9 plus 8 equals 17. 17 plus this 7 right here equals 24, man. What year do you see right here? 2024. What is April? What month is that? It's 4. And what date is that right there? That's 8. What is 8 plus 4? 12. Ain't this all coming back to 24? Ain't that August, which is 8, the 8th month? The 8th month coming back to 12, which is the date right there. Is y'all slow or something? You think, how is that for made up? I'm finna get up off of here. I ain't got to say nothing else at that point, bro. Get right with the creator, bro, because I'm getting right. I ain't perfect. And y'all know that obviously since y'all want to judge me so much. But guess what? The creator loves me. That's all that matters, bro. You niggas ain't nothing. You niggas ain't nothing. You niggas ain't nothing to be feared. I'm not gonna fear you niggas. If you ever thought that, you must have had something confused. And this video ought to be a reality check to niggas who think that they got me beat in anything. Don't nobody owe you niggas no face. Niggas don't owe you nothing. I'm giving y'all the work, and if anything, I done tried to help niggas. I done gave niggas all type of condolences for what they not condolences, but gratitude. Told them that they appreciated everything. I ain't never been no hating ass nigga. And that's why I've been put in the, if anything, I ain't never been able to make it because people always want to hate on the C, bruh. Niggas always want to hate on the C, bruh. Straight up. Art teachers want to hate on the C because he better than them, and people coming to me instead of the art teachers. Now I'm dealing with the same shit from an ignorant black ass nigga who's supposed to be a brother of mine, talk brother this and shit, brother that and shit, nigga. And you doing the same thing that my art teachers did just because you feel like you the sensei and you feel like you taught somebody something. You feel like you taught somebody something. You want them to look at themselves as lower. You're supposed to be happy that so-called what you perceived as students is outdoing you now, bro. Because I'm going to be darn glad if I have a son and he outdo me, because that's my goal in the first place. Outdo me and do me better. I ain't your son, nigga. Don't you ever expect me to act like your son, partner. Hold on, because that's driving me to one. Huh. Ooh, man. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Whoo, man. I'm not your son, nigga. If you ever expect me to treat you like a doggone god, I ain't ever kissing down on your toes, partner. I respect your work and what you've done. You've done great work, excellent work. I've told you that I'm not going to be on your panel sucking up to you every single time And just because somebody ain't doing that, you look at them like they hating on you, dude. I have no reason, and you know this from the core of your heart. That's why you act like you act and move like you move. I got no fucking reason to hate on you, bro. Look at the screen, dude, and what I just pointed. The numbers ain't gonna lie unless man lying behind the numbers. Numbers, frequency, dates ain't gonna lie, bro. And y'all can say that we ain't living in this time and this time. Look, it's 12 months. I just showed y'all that everything goes back to it. What am I showing y'all with my work? With the X, look, the 12, that goes into the 12 months of the year, the 12 zodiacs and all of that. And I'm showing y'all that that is all birthed from the 9 aspect of the 9 circle. The 8 ain't even 8. Whoa, hold on. I just realized something with that. That's another 8 and 12. When you divide a circle into 8 parts, which you see 8 right here, August, which is August, and then you see April 8, 4 and 8 equals 12, and then August 12, 8, 12, 2045, 2024, which is 24 hours in a day dealing with, like I mentioned in the previous video. What I'm showing y'all is at the end of the day, bro, it's all that 12. We can perceive it as we not in the right time, but all you doing is cutting up the math into different increments, bro. Beyond that of the original, the origin, which is the 9. What I'm showing y'all, the root. You can't do what I'm doing and what I've done with any other number, bro. Any other setup, you cannot do it. And that is divine, that's special. You can't do it with nothing else, even if you try, no matter how hard you try. No other shape at all. Y'all talk about the order of the octagon. The octagon, y'all making and demonizing that. Even up on the panel, there was the white brother that talked about R being the 18th letter, and I accidentally said that it was 16, trying to correct him because I got PR mixed up in my name because P is actually the 16th letter. So I just mixed it up on accident. I'm obviously, if you ain't realized by now, I'm very proficient in math, and that ain't to brag. And I'm not going to be like somebody else, egotistical, and say I'm the genius of the world, the top of the world, or the only qualified. Nigga, learn your lesson, humble yourself, and remember to practice what you preach and teach what you know. On your journey, stay humble and teach what you know. If anybody in this doggone world gonna humble your ass, bro, you better look around. You better look around. All of that shit is funny. It's coming back on you because you was ignorant, and you lying don't get you nowhere, bro. You have to lie to people and try to ridicule me and make it seem like I'm just crazy. You even at that time, you even said, I think you having some psychological problems or something like that in that stream. Whenever you said that, when I had said that you were watching my stuff. I'm not dumb, dude. We ain't talking about the same stuff, and you coming behind me every time I say something. I'm talking about a fractal code. Then you coming back with the X of the rebel cross and everything. Well, dude, look here. Think about your strings with the rebel flag, the 13, and look right here. What is it's right in front of you because you being ignorant, dude. You being ignorant than a mug. And it's crazy. You cannot overpower the creator, and y'all niggas need to realize that. When you talk about time travel, this is set in time, bro. Ahead. The creator already know what's the outcome. You might not. I might not let you know that I know the outcome. But the creator knows the outcome. Even I don't know the outcome. I'm gonna say that just for the sake of it. Even the Bible say don't do divination and try to seek knowledge of the future. And that's not what I'm doing. I'm not seeking knowledge of the future. I'm just showing you what the future holds right here. What's that? I mean, that's straight up. Think about the fact with the 12. When you cut a circle up into 12 congruent parts, you cannot forget about the center point, which is the 13. That's why you have talked about in the past about Jesus, right? And the 13 being the 13th, right? He had 12 disciples, right? 13. What would that 13 be? The center point. What's the center point of that X? The center point of that X is right here where Arkansas is at. Y'all can quit acting like y'all dumb. I have told y'all similarities, and quite frankly, this is going to be the last time that I show y'all or even speak on the similarity between me and the Jesus, because I'm not trying to be blasphemous. I'm at a very awakening spiritual point in my life. I'm not playing games with you dudes, and you dudes better quit acting like you playing games with me, and you better back up off of me. That's straight up. You better back. Hold on, I have to fix my mic real quick. You better back up off of me. If anything, y'all better back up off of me with your hatred, with your envy, your non-support. If you don't want to support, I'm not gonna force you to support. I'm cool with that actually, but just unsubscribe. What are you around for if you don't want to support? Just to make me mad, correct? And not hit the like button. Right. And that there shows miserable. You are miserable if you have to do that to somebody, because you obviously want to make somebody else unhappy because it's some area in your life, some hole in your life where you're not happy. You see me trying to do and focusing on good and trying to be happy, showing people what great is, and you want to tear me down because I'm calling people out on their nonsense. I got the right to. You do it. Now that I just said about that 13th point and that 12 I just pointed out, y'all want to look at this stuff like it means nothing. This stuff don't mean nothing. He not entertaining enough. Forget entertainment. That's what got y'all messed up now, because y'all rather listen to people like him who just about entertainment. And it even said that I'm here, I could teach y'all and entertain. Bruh, that ain't okay. And if the next one don't, that don't mean that they less valuable. That ain't what that means. That don't mean a doggone thing just because I ain't on here entertaining y'all like Barney and trying to be Barney for y'all and make y'all giggle and laugh. I love you. You love me. All that. No, come on, nah, bro. I'm not on here trying to do that. That ain't my job. I don't have to make y'all smile and laugh. I'm on here to give y'all divine not education, but enlightenment. Stuff that y'all literally don't know. Ain't nobody talking about this. Niggas talking about 2045 agenda and initiative. They ain't talking about this though. Cause you know why? First off, they ain't even talk about the great conjunction like that. They ain't talk about that because they knew what I was showing. And that's why they was so hostile then around that time, and they ain't want niggas like me around the panel like that. Think back to when the same nigga was talking about some, I'm tired of the same niggas getting up here on my panel every show and all of this type of shit. Nigga, look here, bro. He talks subliminal and can't even say that it's me. He want to act and talk subliminal like it's niggers, it's niggers, it's niggers. Number one, you act like every time a PR Corey get on your panel, it's a shit show. And that is not the case. If anybody know, like I said, how is it a shit show when a nigga come up there and I'm literally the only one who done showed you something that y'all ain't know besides the other niggas is hands on, and they've literally made generators and stuff with their sons, stuff like that. That's stuff that's better than me. That's what I'm talking about. That's how I'm trying to be with my son. Not be no hating ass nigga like this dude. Until this nigga redeem this stuff and start like he expect other people to do, throwing some respect. I ain't got no respect for this guy. And ain't matter of fact, I ain't gonna say I ain't got no respect for him, bro. He's done great work, like I've said. I ain't gonna say that I ain't got respect for him. That's digging the hole just too deep. I ain't gonna, cause that's close to saying hatred. Literally, that's literally close to almost hating somebody for their actions that they committed to. Not just for no reason like this nigga. Just because they shining. You hating on the star that shine. But this guy ain't got no respect for me. That I just said about that 13th point, and I've been showing about the X that's been, it's right there for this thing that I'm drawing out. It's even shaped like Arkansas a little bit. That's what's kind of funny. You stand it up, it's kind of even shaped like Arkansas. Y'all better get y'all mind together, bro. I told y'all I ain't no joke. And I told y'all that if you think that I'm hot now, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. This is the beginning of the beginning, bro. Straight up. Y'all niggas ain't ready for me, man. I'm finna get out of here. And I might not even look at no chat to be not. Oh yeah, because I said earlier. So yeah, let me definitely look into that shit. I'm gonna definitely do that. I also saw a video where sound frequencies can change the way water flow, can flow backwards in weird ways. Freaky, right? Word up, word up. Yeah. Moon and sun in same sky. View sweet. Yeah, I figured wasn't nobody gonna come and talk no nonsense. I ain't no telling how many peak viewers been in here since I ain't looked at the screen. Cause I ain't messed up about nothing like that. But I told y'all that I ain't playing no games. And whenever niggas, I don't know whether I'm gonna get on their panel or not. I don't know. I'm seriously gonna have to think about it. Cause like I said, I'm not going to get on there and try to start no shit show and be on there arguing. If anything, I'm glad I'm doing this because I'm letting out my energy now. I don't need no nigga trying to mute my mic. That shit pisses me off. And then the nigga liar. He's a liar. I just showed y'all he a liar. How you gonna sit up and say that they lying about the pyramid? And that's just one thing. Y'all literally worship a liar, bro, at this point. To just rock with his everything. That nigga's a liar, bro. And he need to look in the mirror and fix his own ways. At least I keep it real. Even though y'all hate on me, I keep it real. That's real talk. The last time this nigga felt humble enough to apologize to somebody was when he cussed out a woman and called all type of stuff out of their name. Made an apology video then. That nigga ain't got the balls and he ain't got the doggone audacity and the realness within him, since he's so real in his own vision, to do the same with somebody that's even a man, such as myself. Because the nigga, hell yeah, if you ask me, yeah, he owe me an apology. Anybody who think not, you tripping. You the only one, nigga. You disrespecting and you can't control what the creator got in store. It's right in front of your face. Hasta la vista. Until next time, peace out.